Gather round, family. Pull a seat up to the crackling fire. Tonight, I've got a tale to spin. One that'll send shivers down your spine and make the hair in your neck stand on end. Out yonder, the misty hills of the Appalachia, where the trees whisper secrets and shadows dance to an ancient tune, there's a place they call the Lost Caravan. A sanctuary for wanderers and adventurers. A place where the lines between reality and the unseen blur like smoke in the night air. We're playing a game, you see. A game of courage, of cunning, where we step into the shoes of brave souls wandering these haunted hills, facing down the terrors unknown. It's called The Old Gods of Appalachia. And let me tell you, it's a journey like no other. Hello, everyone. Uh, as you just heard from my beautiful intro that I had to triple check to make sure that my mic was actually being picked up, we are playing the Old Gods of Appalachia TTRPG. Tonight it is a cipher system game, a system that I have absolutely come to love. But before we dive into it, before we let the cast introduce themselves and their amazing characters, I do have just a few announcements to go through. The first, of course, being that we are sponsored tonight and every stream by Soul Muppet Publishing. They are a fantastic publishing house with a bunch of very cool games under their belt, namely Orbital Blues, which we have done a playthrough of on the channel, and you may see again someday. No promises. Other than that, if you missed any of our streams, you can find them on our YouTube channel. It's just Lost Caravan RPG on YouTube. We have hundreds of videos, well over 1,000 hours of content. So if you want to support myself and the amazing, beautiful people that you see in front of you, that's where you can go and do so. But that's it. That's all I have for announcements. I'm going to kick up a little bit of music here. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I'm going to go around, let everyone tell you who they are, who they're playing tonight, and just give me the line of your character description, because we don't have classes in Cypher System. But we're going to go left to right, top to bottom, as we do. And who was not here last time, but who is here this time, going to show up in spectacular fashion. Turk.
Hey everybody, I am Turk or Turk Accented, if you know, you're not a cop. And I am really excited to be able to join this group. Getting all the Discord pings and notifications from last session was a time and a half trying to interpret what the heck was going on. But I am here, and I am playing Boston St. Clair, a neighborly protector who defends what matters.
Heck yeah. And that brings us over to Danny.
Hello everyone, I'm Daniela everywhere on the internet. Tonight I am playing Sylvia Tasty, a tongue-tied sage who cures what ails ya.
You said tasty, correct?
No, I said Tasty.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Maybe you should get your hearing checked.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, okay.
And brings us over to Elsie.
Hi, I'm Elsie. You can find me at Optimistics on all social media. I also heard Tasty, so I guess that's your name now. I play Maisie Monroe, or Massey, as she's better known by, who is a beholden sage who possesses the gift. And yeah. I'm stealing this hero point from Harp, and I am not a cop.
Love to see it.
Hey, I'm Harper. Oh, sorry.
No, over to you.
My bad. Hi. I'm Harper. I was ready for this, you know. I'm playing Mabel Scholler. She is a scrappy explorer who unfortunately cannot escape the darkness. And I really appreciate everybody just coming out and saying whether or not they're a cop. That makes my job in life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Well, they have to legally tell you so.
Exactly, that's what I've been saying.
And then last but not least, over to Miri.
Hi, I'm Miri. I'm playing Claude Malloy. He's a cursed speaker who knows the unknowable.
Heck yeah. And that's just me. Of course, I'm Andrew, our storyteller for tonight's game and for most games around here. And I am excited to just dive on into this. Last time, on the Old Gods of Appalachia, We made it to a small little town in the middle of nowhere. Truly is the middle of nowhere, considering that the railroads don't run through here, that the mine shut down, and yet people seem to get by. The four of you, well, sorry, I should say the two of you, coming off of the wreck of a train, came across a jumpy, trigger-happy individual named Mabel, and then a more stoic, more, dare I say sinister? Hearing voices, never a good thing. Individual named Claude. You all went to see this miraculous tree high above the town that most of the people here venerate. Said to protect this place, offer people a second chance. So, of course, every year, folks come by bringing offerings and gifts. Who knows if it actually does anything? But I guess you'll find out. After a unfortunate murder of a certain name for that job be, who runs the general store?
Clerk?
Clerk.
Sure, yeah. A clerk who had been so very kind to you was found with his heart ripped out, lying in the middle of the street, and the local school teacher having fled the scene of the crime. You followed the tracks to find that she didn't get far, crashed into a tree, and was sitting on the ground beside the car in an almost catatonic state. You did your best to help her, but in the end, she stood, eyes completely glossed over, and simply walked into the wilderness. Of course, you all followed. Eventually losing track, one of you completely getting separated from the others, and after a very tense standoff, found the body of the teacher, oddly drained of all her blood. By the time you got out of the woods, even though it felt like you couldn't have been there for more than an hour, it was dark again, as if you'd been in there all day long. You made your way back into town to find it quiet, as it should be this time. No one bothers you, no one stops you. And you're welcome to return to the little nest that you've been granted in the attic of an old barn. Some of us had a very interesting night. Dreams unlike any other, with visions of an individual that you may not technically remember, but with eyes that you will never forget. And so, we dive into today's story, following Boston. My friend.
Hi.
We have to step back in time just a hair. As you were all sitting around your campfire, all three of those kids fast asleep. Now down to only two friends remaining, the others having been taken by maybe the railroad man, maybe someone more sinister. But as you shift on your, I assume you have like a sleeping mat or something, or does Boston just
Yeah.
sleep on the ground?
I mean, he doesn't have problems sleeping on the ground, and no one else brought anything. He wouldn't mind just lying on a tree to head to some roots and back on the dirt.
You would feel something poking up out of your pocket.
He'll get a bit groggy and then feel into it, or pat it
It's-
first and then feel into it just in case it's a spider or something.
It's an envelope.
I didn't get any mail recently. Look at who it's addressed to.
Oh, to
Don't
you.
want to be committing any federal offenses. Oh. I look around. Do I see anyone running off?
Quiet.
I'll just stick a thumb under the seam and
Well, it is from one Langley Cole Navigation Company, informing you that your services will no longer be required at this company, and that you can expect a severance pack of sorts. Either you can get all of these lovely folks around you involved, you can come face them on your own.
very specific and timely letter to receive. What if I was in an army base?
So difficult.
All right. Well, does it provide anywhere for me to meet a representative?
Doesn't.
Well, I check if it has any invisible ink or something, in case there's gotta be some tricksy stuff going on.
Nothing. They just want
That-
you away from this campsite.
Well, simple enough done. I assume we still have some kind of small fire going or something.
Oh, yeah, down to embers by now.
Perfect. Tear it up into 4 pieces, crumple it all together, and put it onto some. Put on some coal, weigh it down with a loose stick or something, and then just till it catches.
You got it.
Blow till it burns.
And are you marching off to meet your new guests?
But I wouldn't call them guests since they're uninvited. Wouldn't call them new because I figure I know what's about to hit me.
Repeatedly.
I'm gonna go see what it's about on my own. Sure.
Then we can fast forward just a little. Leaving whatever happened out there to knowledge that only Boston knows. As all of you wake in the morning, make your way out of the barn, out into the street, to see Boston coming. Limping? Would you say that limping is a good word for it?
Limping, probably got both sides, at least one side of his face, very inflamed and bloody. Trying to but yeah, he's got, he's standing at least, which is a mark.
Yeah.
And they tore his clothes up.
But yeah, as the sun is still on the rise, the camera pans down, the scene is yours.
So we see Boston outside the house.
You do. As you are stepping out of the barn, you see a figure coming walking into town, and then recognize that it is Boston.
Sylvia's dashing out
Yep.
the door, just
Right behind
rushing
Sylvia.
to Boston.
Mhm.
Hi there.
We were so worried about you.
What-
Where were you? Are you okay? Are you hurt?
What
Do you need-
happened?
Oh, Miss Stacy, this is all right. I just had a little conversation with my former employers, and this will heal up in a click or two.
And they let you- They let you go alive?
I don't think they meant to, but I don't think they could put me down in a quiet enough way.
Boston, you are one lucky son of a bitch.
Well, I'd like to think I'm a little mean on my own. And his knuckles are definitely also very bruised and bludgeoned, and it wouldn't be too much trouble. Maybe I could find somewhere to sit down, like a bench.
Yeah, come inside. We have a small place here in the attic for now.
Attic.
Yeah.
All right, I can do a few stairs. That ain't too rough.
I'm gonna lead him inside.
Oh, and I met the nicest person who helped drag me out of that alley, too. Gave me a shot of whiskey.
Oh,
It's just a neighborly thing, you know.
Did it
Sorry,
help
Hoop,
with
I'm
the pain at all?
yeah.
for a bit. I think
Do we
they
have
found out
anything?
where all the cuts in my mouth were, but
Uh,
Yeah. Do you have any wounds? I can get some salves made up. Help you heal a little faster.
shouldn't be. I shouldn't be too bad. I got some food. Someone packed me back in Dismal. I've been saving it. Said it's cures, you know. Old names like that always make you feel better when you eat it. And he motions over towards his bag.
I'll continue kind of like leading us to where like a little common area is, I guess.
You full on
Um,
just like removing what's left of the shirt, like tending to the more bloody areas.
Can use it to make bandages or other, not bandages, wraps.
Massey, amongst the very human inflicted wounds, I guess both of you, as you're looking over Boston, would see what looks more like animal wounds.
Were you attacked by anything else? What happened out there?
Oh, what attacked? No, I remember being attacked by an animal. Well, I just remember these.
is this left over from like the cave?
No, wait, that thing what hit me was just going right through me. No, I don't know. I started swinging. It was dark. Suppose a few bites or something ain't out of the question when you're kicking and
No, keep going, keep going.
throwing stuff around. I don't know. Company guys, so who knows what they got on them. Could have had a dog in there. Hope they didn't hit the hell too hard. Poor pup probably don't know no better. But he is motioning towards his bag. If you could maybe someone get him a blue moon pie.
I'm simultaneously going to like retrieve food out of his bag and going through my bag looking for just like whatever I foraged so far in the journey to just like concoct something to help.
Okay.
She's like a ball of anxiety, just like frantically trying to help in like too many ways at once.
Because I don't know if you remember this, but I got myself some apple filling inside a crusty half moon shaped ham pie.
Mhm.
That if I eat that crust in, I regain its level to my might pool.
Whole family recipe.
Yeah. And so he's gonna start eating that, and he starts to feel a lot better. But it's not all the health I lost, to be fair. So please help.
Would this count as an understanding magic roll, Hoop?
Sure.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that roll right there.
Make an intellect roll.
I'm gonna roll a 2.
You rolled a whole 2?
Yeah.
Like beats a 2, or
Did you roll in
No.
Foundry? Because I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm gonna refresh.
Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't refresh. Don't refresh.
Oh, it's fine.
Now I rolled a nat 20. You see that one?
I do see both of them.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, refresh it.
Yeah, I see them both.
No, you can't because I deleted the other one.
No, it's still there.
No, it's not. I deleted it.
I don't have to tell
Refresh
you.
your page. Refresh your page. It's a nat 20.
I'll just print screen real quick.
I'm gonna print screen too. You can't.
The mark clearly does look familiar. But it
Hold on,
is.
I'm gonna put.
It's a
Hold on, shut
wound
up.
that you have seen before in only your worst nightmares.
Okay. For a minute, Massey's gonna like put her hand over her chest, like where I think there was like blood on her shirt when she came back from where she was in the woods, but there was no injury. And then she's going to like reach a hand. She's gonna reach a hand out to Boston to where his wounds are and ask, "You are sure, Boston? You are absolutely positive you do not remember anything?"
Well, look, once you
That
get into a fight in the dark, you're just kind of hoping you hit the folks you mean to hit. You know,
I
I
mean,
mean, there were a lot of them, so
a beast with fur or claws or anything of the sort is that would leave something like this is very different from a man.
oh sure, but
You don't need to have the lights on to know that.
you start getting hit enough times, you start worrying about hitting other folk, and you start just trying to keep the inside parts inside. Oh, Granny knows how to bake them. Ham pie, damn.
Are you still down any?
Three,
your
three,
pool?
3 points.
Three.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll pick out just like dandelion, dead nettle, and wild violet that I foraged from the woods so far, and just begin to like crush them in my hands and like wipe them over any wounds while just kind of like muttering some words under my breath. And I'll cast Perfect Remedy, so you can get 1d6 back to any stat pool. I don't know if you want to roll that or
If you want to roll for it.
2.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right. Well, as you are all sitting there, Mabel, there's a stranger.
Can we can we say that since Mabel hasn't done anything yet in this scene, that she is waking up,
Mm-hmm.
that she is like making her way down after waking up?
Mm-hmm.
As interrupts whatever Sylvia is doing. Hey, real quick.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi there.
Hi, hi. Who's this?
This is Boston. This is our friend, the one we were talking to you about, the one that we were missing
yes.
for a few days. Yeah.
Howdy.
Need to not. Yeah. Okay. Hi. I'm Mabel.
Pleasure to meet you, Mabel.
Yep. Are you from Boston?
Oh, no, dismal. I mean, I was parents probably from further out east, but raised in Dismal.
Cool. That's good.
Yeah.
It's good to meet you.
Came back to you.
If anybody asks, my name's Anna. And also I'm not here.
Sure thing. I don't know who I'm talking to, other than Anna.
Cool. Sorry. I see that you're like dying. I shouldn't have like dumped that all on you.
No. These two is it's a little dramatic, but they mean well, and they're just looking out for me, and I appreciate that. But
Yeah, we got along right away.
it's hard not to get along with these folk.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm
And
incapable of discerning lies normally.
And Claude will come down as well, and he'll be like, "Oh, hey, that's the man we saw in the woods. That wasn't your friend, was it? Is this also your friend, or not your friend?"
This is
yeah.
a friend.
Okay.
This is our friend.
This is our
Yeah,
friend.
right,
Yes.
right.
The one we were looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he looks certainly more alive than the other feller, you know.
That's true.
But those wounds do look some type of ghastly. I'm
Yeah.
Claude, by the way, Claude Malloy. Nice to meet you.
Malloy, Boston St. Clair. I'd shake your hand if I were not being attended to by
Right,
Miss
right,
Tacy,
right.
who was sure to injure me more greatly than I've ever known if I'm to move too quickly.
Hmm.
And I believe if I'm too quick to not answer Miss Monroe's questions here, I will be sure to put to torture.
I could see that.
He knows us very well.
Mm.
Sure, we're all race together.
Claude will just kind of like inch towards the wall and like make sure to not get in the way of anything.
There's a
Mabel and
soft knock on the barn door.
does someone want to get that? I'm just trying to finish up here.
No. Sorry. Give
Not
me a
not
hold up,
Anna.
please.
I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Thank you, Claude.
All right, Claude will go open the door.
You're
Look
just
at you, Miss
Mabel
Toasty
gets
talking to
behind the corner.
ghosts.
grabbing the handle and just kind of pulling that sliding wooden door off to the side. And you'd see a older woman, probably late 40s, early 50s, very much in her Sunday's best, as staring out into the street, everyone you see is currently in their Sunday's best. But she
Your
looks at
son?
you, big smile on her face. Um, do you have any skills with perception or reading people or anything like that?
I have trained in seeing through deception, and then
You know, you're trained in listening, like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Would you roll an intellect roll? It would be target number 12, but because you're trained, it brings it down to 9. Unless you want to spend some points, you could to drop it down further.
No.
Oh, it didn't need to. With a 17. That smile does not reach her eyes. It is very, very much just painted on.
Mm.
Well, hello there. I had heard that we had some temporary guests that were staying with us after all that commotion yesterday. Well, I just wanted to stop by and, like, looking past you at everyone still inside.
Like Claude will like sort of kind of try to block the view of the lady as she's like peering around.
Sorry, my manners. My name's Dottie. I'm the records keeper of a sort here in town. I used to manage the mine and all the finances coming and going, and well, after that went down, there wasn't much use for me anymore, so I took up bookkeeping, keeping records of the town, and well, they sure are interesting records. In fact, if any of you ever, and then there's a shout from the street, Howdy, what you doing over there? Just welcoming some guests. I should go. It was nice meeting you. And there is just a momentary look of pure panic before the smile returns, and then she would depart.
Nice to meet you too, ma'am. Is there any what building should I stop by to see those records?
She stops and turns to answer, and that shout comes out again. Dottie, I said let's go. Right. You can't miss it. It's the only one that looks like there's any books inside.
Got it. Thank you, ma'am.
And she hurries off.
Can Claude take a look at the man who shouted? Get his description, or is he too far away?
Oh, you could see him. He is one of the few that were very eager to take your head off.
Cool. But what? Not the one that punched me?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Got it. So Claude will quickly close the door again. And be like, I think that lady's in danger of some sort. She's mentioned something about records. Town records, and judging by that old tree, it might be worth
Yeah,
taking a look into,
Oh, that's right. The tree. We gotta get Boston to visit the tree before
I don't
we
know
do
if he-
anything for. Well, when you're recovered and feeling better, of course. There's a tree we need to take you to because there's like this superstition in town. You got to make an offering to the tree, otherwise there's like a whole bunch of bad luck, and they really, really care about this tree. It's kind of a cool tree.
Oh, all right.
When you're better. Sorry, that reminded me. And it was sorry, Claude. Go on.
Oh no, it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, it's other than the man she was with that seemed a little controlling, but maybe we can get some answers in the records. She said there was in a building that was looked like they had the only books in it or whatever. I don't know. She said something about books, and it's probably like a library or town hall. Maybe we can get
Frankly,
in there.
I would love to take a look at any records we could get our hands on.
Excellent.
It won't be easy, but might as well try.
Tell you what, I'm actually feeling a lot better. And
Are you
just
sure we
gonna
don't?
just gonna stand up fully, and still obviously looks a little haggard, and gotta wash off some of the blood, but oh, whatever you gave me is working like a charm.
Hope, I have a question.
Mhm.
The injuries that Boston had, did all of them heal the same?
I mean, they healed as much as they can with applying the topical medication that you have, the natural remedies.
I'm just
Bleeding
not
is
ready to
stopped, but you probably have to check back tomorrow to make sure that it's out actually starting to heal.
Okay. Cool.
go.
All right. So I believe we have 2 places to go. To the tree and wherever the records are kept. We splitting up, staying together.
Well, does Boston want to go to the records? Because then we would just go to the tree and then to the records.
I mean, I'm much use of books, but interested in keeping folks together.
Well, I'd appreciate you tagging along since the last time I tried to go off on my own, I got punched in the face.
Right.
And
Oh.
accused of murder.
Mm.
Yeah,
Both. Wow. That's,
it took a downhill turn real fast once I got into town.
well, why don't we all head down to the record all together to try to avoid a repeat? Hey, so let me throw a shirt on or something.
Yeah, that'd probably help.
Yeah. Do we have any like spare clothes in here? Or...
I brought a spare set of clothes.
Okay, perfect.
So everyone
Mhm.
has some spare clothes.
All
Plain
right. So,
costume change.
records place or tree first?
Records, probably.
Records. All right.
What if we don't get good luck from the tree?
Well, that's what I mean, do we need to make sure that we get the tree thing out of the way? That way, any luck the tree can bestow can follow us around here.
The tree's actually lucky, or
Apparently, it's called the Old Sentinel, and everyone just gives offerings. We gave ours yesterday.
are you feeling lucky?
Well, when bad things happen, they blame it on not a good enough offering of the tree. So
Yeah, we had a
Well.
pretty odd day yesterday, so. But I mean, it could have been worse.
Odder. It could have been worse, but we don't want it to get worse. So maybe you just like go give it something really quick, and then we can go
Yeah.
to the records.
Quick tree offering, then records.
I don't know if I got anything worth.
I think I just gave it a note of something.
I gave it
I
a
gave it a
small
potion.
fail.
I sang it a song.
You could sing it a song.
Oh,
Give it-
I don't,
give it
I don't
your-
think
give it your
anyone
bloody
wants to
shirt.
do that.
Give it your bloody shirt, Turk. Give it your bloody
Yeah.
shirt. That seems like a really good idea. Give it something with your blood on
Give
it.
it blood.
Give the tree blood.
Give the
Yeah.
tree your blood, Turk.
Just
I kinda wanna-
Seymour?
I kind of want to test this theory out now. I don't have a direct hypothesis, but I have like it's magical and you can give it some blood for the tree.
You
Oh god.
supposing that it won't some bloody rags?
I don't know what it wants.
It just wants an offering. I'm sure it'll take anything. I'm sure it knows.
Offer it
you
your
don't have
suffering and
anything-
your
I
suffering.
know.
Yeah.
When you're stuck in the ground, then people gotta come to you. I don't think it's got to be picky.
It's
Well,
a tree. All trees are stuck in the ground.
Not you
So-
know.
suppose
Give the tree the suffering you had in that shirt.
good times in that shirt too.
Well, then you give him that too. It's all wrapped up. You don't not using it anymore. I think it's a mighty good offering.
I'd like to
I
have
mean-
good times, my friends. But you make a point. I mean, it's rags now, and if y'all are going to be accused of murder regularly, probably best not to have bloody clothing around. So
That is a good point.
Get
makes
rid
no
of the
sense to.
evidence.
We're starting that relatively short trek out of town. And
Yeah.
for being the fact that this tree is supposed to be enormous, you'd think you could see it from town, but you cannot, despite the fact you know exactly where it is. Yes.
Y'all ever played Neopets?
Yes.
You remember the brain tree?
Yes.
This is what I'm
Yes.
picturing this tree looks like.
Oh, now I can't.
I was
see it.
picturing it more like the white tree from Gondor.
The tree
That's not
from,
Neopets.
the white tree from Gondor is
I know
pretty
it's not
accurate.
Neopets. I was
tree
thinking
with the
the
faces from Game of Thrones.
yeah, that one. Yeah,
I don't watch either of those things.
you haven't seen Lord of the Rings?
I saw it once.
God,
So you have seen it.
I don't remember all of it.
bruh.
I know there was like some hobbits and there were some elves.
There were
and
indeed
there
some
was a lot of
hobbits and
fight.
elves.
There were extremely long fight scenes. Not enough
And Orlando
kissing.
Bloom.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom was there. I think he's gay
Anyways.
with Aragorn, right?
Boston,
No, that's Gimli.
Yeah.
Okay, I was close.
picking the trek out of town,
Thanks,
you
Hoop.
follow a path up into the, not quite into the woods, more like you are starting to walk up an incline of a nearby hill. And before you know it, you are staring up at an enormous, kind of dying tree. A good twice the size of any other tree around it. And you can clearly see the town from here, but you cannot see the tree from the town.
Well, this is a lucky tree. Looks like it could use some work. I
I mean,
mean,
it's old. They call it the Old Sentinel. It's probably been here forever.
sure, old sentinel and old trees is fine, but I know a thing about when a tree's looking bad, and can I maybe assess this tree with my basic logging
Absolutely.
and my ability to know logging things?
What kind of
Log the
tree will
tree.
this give us in wood?
That's a 14 on the die. It's difficulty 4.
It would have been target number 15, but your skill would bring it to target number 12, so 14 would be a success. This
Too many woods in that
tree
sentence.
doesn't make any sense. It's not local. It's not anything that you've ever harvested. The bark is just wrong. What's left of the bark, even though it looks like it's shedding almost, as just clumps of it have fallen to the ground. The leaves are all odd shapes too. Not quite stars, but almost star-shaped. They're all brown and decayed.
And it's nowhere near fall, is it?
I would even say that looking at the expanse of the root system just from what's above ground, you can tell this tree has enormous roots. Even for a tree of its size.
Well, I'm gonna approach it, get a hand on there, and put my ear up to it, and doop, doop, doop. Just try and knock around for any hollow spaces as well.
Sounds like a tree.
Well, at least it's solid. It's not rotten from the inside, and no one's made a home in there, as far as I can see. But it's a rotten piece of wood, in every other sense of the word. And hell, it ain't even local these parts. So how the hell it show up here? I mean, someone must have planted it a while ago, though. mean,
Is
I-
I'm sorry. Is something wrong with the tree? I mean,
it's and you see kind of is knocking off some moss and dirt from the roots and just looking at the size of them. A long time ago, someone planted something here, and shoot, it was not from here. That's all I can tell you. Beyond that, no idea. But I'll give this thing my shirt. So where do I stick that?
I think you just I mean, I just left my stuff at the base. I think you just leave it.
Where? Yeah,
I mean, it's
I
like,
look-
are there other offerings? Like, are there other
yeah, I'm
things
looking for
on the
stuff.
ground?
There's usually stuff here that people have brought by. It's not much. A small bouquet of flowers, a coin or two. Really, very paltry offerings.
All right. Is there any like nooks or holes in the tree?
Oh yeah, plenty.
I'll just go and stuff the shirt into a hollow. Pat it. Yeah. Hope you feel better, old fella.
All right. Tree doesn't do anything. It's just a tree.
It's a tree, yeah. But right, so good here or
I think that was it. You just need to leave something and go, I guess. But
oh,
now
fantastic.
Nothing really
Yeah.
happened for any of us except
yeah,
the
I
dead
even
body,
touched it
which
and didn't do anything.
they blamed on Claude. So
I'm gonna like pat the tree and be like, yeah, nothing. It's just a tree.
All right, well, here's hoping they don't find no one in town associated with me.
All right.
All right.
you are the newest face, so probably.
Oh boy. Well, I'm sure someone in town saw me, though I probably haven't brought down the bruising enough.
I hope nobody in town saw you. Didn't we just discuss the fact that nobody should see you covered in blood, Boston?
You know. Things happen.
It's all right. It's all right.
Boston's not
We're
a
just glad
thinker.
you're safe. No, but we're glad he's safe. He's our Boston.
Just believes in the best in folk.
Yeah. But you are all, of course, easily able to get back. You cross that magical threshold where, looking back, you know that that tree should be standing a good 15, 20 feet taller than anything else out in that forest, but no sign of it. Stepping back into town, now that more folks are up and done with their morning chores, you see that everyone seems to be in a very good mood. People are out and about. They're shopping at the general store again. Must have had someone to take over for the old fella. People are smiling, waving at you. Everyone, of course, dressed in, for them, what would be their nicest clothes.
Is anyone acknowledging Claude
Of course.
positively?
Smiles and handshakes and, yeah, "Hi, how you doing?" Then walking
Would-
past.
Is it Sunday? Like, what day of the week is it?
It's not Sunday.
Okay, maybe
this
I'm-
a little- yeah.
this is LC speaking. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly.
Mhm.
But last I checked, there was basically an angry mob last time we
Yeah,
saw Claude.
yeah, no, that's
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we are acknowledging this is all weird. As a group.
Yes, this is a complete 180.
Okay, I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure because like
And the fact that the the lady that came to the barn.
yeah, her smile didn't meet her
So,
eyes. Okay,
yeah.
great. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
This town seems to have really gotten over the whole like murder thing pretty fast. I mean,
Real fast.
someone died. You think people would be
Yeah.
like wearing black or something? I mean,
And then another
show some
person
respect.
died. They weren't there for that, obviously. But like,
They
you
don't.
should
Yeah, they
treat-
don't know that part.
Maybe they
We
treat.
should. Do we tell somebody?
No.
No, yeah, no, we shouldn't. Not about the.
You
not
know.
until
You
we
know
figure
who.
out-
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Why don't we
No.
pop by the general store? I want to see who's in there now.
Mabel. You know who investigates murders? You know who we
I
would
know,
tell if somebody
I know.
died?
I know. I know. If somebody, I feel like somebody should know, right?
Well,
Am I crazy for that?
we
four of us
we
know. You can tell Boston. Boston don't know.
She probably had friends. I don't know.
Boston's actually
And
not in the group right now. He's helping someone to take some cartons and other groceries out the back of their wagon.
I think what we do is we investigate. And then when we learn more about this person,
Me?
yeah, we.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever happened out there was not normal. So we don't want to be alarming anybody. We want to be figuring out what exactly we're dealing with here first, and then
I only got one other good side of my face, and that I gotta keep that one fresh. Okay.
Or you could match.
Sorry about that, folks. We stopping in anywhere or?
we're going to the general store for
Oh.
Claude real quick, and then are you tired? Do you need a rest?
Oh, me? No worries about me, Sylvie. Could go into a store. I could use a little treat or something. Maybe a soap or something to scrub off some of the dirt and hiking and all that.
Probably, yeah.
Hopefully, they don't smell too bad. But yeah, few little
Um,
groceries wouldn't hurt.
The individual running the general store, you have seen around town, younger man, maybe late 20s, certainly doing his best to keep up and help everyone. This was not exactly what he used to do around town, but someone had to step up. Did. And see you all step in. Be right there with you. Just one. Give me one.
Of course.
And would just continuously like dart back and forth around the store, looking for things, helping people pack up into boxes, bags. Other than that, the store looks exactly like you'd all seen it last. All stocked to the brim with all kinds of goods, which you haven't seen any wagons or anything come into town, so they must have a storeroom somewhere. Sorry about that. What you folks looking for?
Uh, soap.
Oh yeah, it's right over there. There against the wall.
Perfect.
And you know what? I think I left something out. Uh, rest his soul, Mr. Amos.
Oh
He
yeah,
let me
yeah.
stay in the back just for a night, and I think I left a pack there. Do you think I can go check to see if it's there?
Oh yeah, yeah. Go right ahead.
All right.
Yeah,
thank you.
Amos, wonderful man.
Yeah, he was a saint.
Well,
Say you
not yet. What was that?
sorry. Well, I guess now two questions. Is there a service plan for him or?
Oh yeah, that's why folks are all dressed up.
Oh, that's gonna be going on today. Well, that's what we get for intruding on a small town such as this. Don't understand none of your customs.
All right. You'd all, of course, be welcome to stop on by, pay your last respects.
You mentioned you're gonna be a saint.
Well, we have our traditions in the town. Some people have their beliefs. I'm not. I'm certainly not going to push my beliefs onto you.
Now,
Where's
while they're questioning him, Claude wants to look around the back room
Yeah,
for
that's
any secret door or anything.
no secret doors. It's just
Damn
like you left it.
Okay, well, he tried.
I mean, it is odd that you'd go to the back room and not see anything like stocked in the back, as most general stores would kind of have things not on the floor, just so that you can restock as people come and go throughout the day. But there's nothing back there.
It's just empty.
Yeah, 'cause Amos wasn't around to get to refill in anything.
It was one day.
People needed their soap.
But there's no stock, like backstock of
Can I understand if there's any like magic hiding something?
No magic.
No magic. Hmm. Suspicious. Alright.
I would like to have gone with Claude.
Sure.
Back
Yep.
to the storeroom, right?
Wouldn't stop you.
Can I use See the Unseen, which is the correct way to say this and not the one I use in Lancer, which I always call See the Unseen. This is actually See the Unseen, which is you automatically perceive creatures and objects that are normally invisible, insubstantial, or hidden via magic.
Ain't nothing back here.
When looking for more conventionally hidden, the task is eased. So I am looking for conventionally hidden items.
Ain't nothing back here.
There's no magic at all.
So if like Claude goes and like starts knocking
Yo,
on
this
the
is a
wall.
ghost. New theory. New theory just dropped. Here we go.
Oh.
Nobody in this town is alive. The tree is projecting psychic visions into our head that we are perceiving everybody.
That's theory.
Or mind controlling shit. So that we don't believe that like it's an operational ghost town and people are dying and being a food source for this tree or the vampire man. That's my new theory. That's it.
I like it.
All right. Well, we'll have to have Boston buy some soap. And then we'll see if the soap disappears or not.
I'll buy some soap. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Good
Get
old
myself a nice
rendered animal fat.
big old block of something.
Still smells just real meaty.
Hmm.
Yeah, no.
Normally it's
some
chemically
oils in
treated.
there.
I'd hope they put some lye in the soap. But then again, I'm bad at detecting lies and deception.
Yeah.
Here, hand the soap to me. No,
No.
that was bad.
That was terrible.
But yeah, unless there's anything else, you're all welcome back out into the streets. People continue
Did
to
they
just
say where the service was?
at the church.
Great.
Okay. Is it soon? Do we have time to go somewhere else before the service?
You have plenty of time.
Okay. All right. Well,
Head to the records.
yeah, we gotta go. I guess it's would it be a fairly easy building to spot if it were like official looking or library looking?
There's only a few buildings that really stand out. One being the general store, one being the church, one being the schoolhouse, and one being what looks like an old post office.
I think post office. What do y'all think?
Yeah, post office. They might have some records.
It's the only thing that's not otherwise marked in town.
Yeah.
We'll go to the post office.
People continue to smile at you, wave at you, give you nods, welcome you as if they'd known you for years. You get up to the post office door. It is barely hanging on by what's left of one hinge. It looks like a breeze might just blow that door in.
So it hasn't been used in a while.
Doesn't look like it.
Mm.
Well, at least
Call's
the
gonna
front
walk in.
door. I assume carefully, just like moving the door to the side.
Yeah. Just like one finger, like.
Everything's got a pretty fine layer of dust on it. You can see that it is connected to what is basically just a shed, kind of off to the side. Which, other than that, there's rooms where the mail was sorted. There's a place that looks like the mail was kept.
No, are we all inside?
For anyone that wants to be.
Are we alone? Is there like anyone else?
I'm so glad that you asked me that question.
Okay.
You see all of your companions, but you know that there is someone else here.
Someone visible?
Not currently.
Can we just sense someone else is there?
You do.
I will just kind of softly and yell out, hello?
There's a
Uh,
very faint pop and then a creak. That's that back room where it looked like the mail was sorted. You can see a small trapdoor has popped up about a good foot.
How do you know somebody was there?
hello? Is there someone working here?
No answer.
Sorry, we're looking for the records, place. I'm gonna kind of walk towards the door.
There's very faint candlelight being the only source of light in here. There is something hauntingly familiar about this small stairwell in front of you.
But okay, but there's like it's illuminated. There's like candlelight.
Very faint candle.
Hello. We're looking for the records. The records place. Are we in the right place? Is this the post office in town?
Yes, I do believe that you have found the proper place. Please, come down. I don't bite.
Are we all hearing this?
Yeah.
Or is this?
Oh, is the shop down? Oh, okay. Are we just?
Yeah. I mean, why you got a shop on down there?
Dottie, I believe her name was, liked her privacy. That, and I do believe the folks here of this lovely town don't much appreciate folks digging into their history.
Massey, how far away is this voice coming from? Can we see them?
If you want to lift open that door, you're down. You could see
No.
a figure down there.
No. No, thank you. Massey is it dark though?
Other than one small flickering candle, it is pitch black.
Okay, I am going to cast Foxfire first, actually.
Okay.
It's 1 intellect point.
Ooh.
So it costs you nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cost me nothing. To illuminate everything in a short range from an object. So who's got something I could light up that we can use as kind of like a torch?
I can rip a page from my journal, but that's gonna burn up real quick.
I'll just touch the journal. It doesn't
Yeah. I
touch
have a
fire.
book.
It's just illuminated. It's not
Oh.
fire.
Okay.
It's just called Foxfire.
I can give you a book.
You know, like will-o-wisps?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you a journal. Todd gave you his journal.
Or does anyone have like a ball? Anything like that? Like a jar I can
I have
roll?
a potion. I have a potion bottle.
Give me that. I'm gonna roll it
Okay.
so that it illuminates the whole area and we don't have to get closer.
You're
Okay.
casting light on this jar, going up to the stairwell and just rolling it down.
Yeah.
It tink, 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 as it hits stair after stair before hitting the ground and rolling off. And there is an individual down there if you'd like to take a closer look.
I'm gonna ask a question first before any of us go down there, and that is, why are you referring to Dottie as was? We just spoke with her this morning. She very much is.
Was as in not present.
Well, when you are referring to people in that tense, especially when there's been a recent grotesque murder, I would kind of stray away from that kind of verbiage. People
Of
might get the wrong
course.
idea.
My apologies. I meant no discomfort or.
Why are you sitting in the dark?
I prefer the dark.
Why not just
Ah.
come up here?
Yeah.
It's a lot brighter up here, and we can all see each other as friends.
I hate to disappoint, but I was in the middle of something.
Oh, you developing some photos or something?
No, just reading.
Oh, in the
In
dark.
the dark.
Oh, I'm sorry, friend. You're hard of sight. You're reading some.
That's the opposite, Boston. You need
braille.
light to read.
Braille.
Oh.
You
Oh.
blind?
Taps the candlestick with the shrinking candle. There's plenty of light.
I'm not going first. Whoever wants to go down there
Claude's
can go
gonna
first.
go. I'm like, oh,
Well,
Oh, of
I
course,
mean,
Claude's
gonna go.
Dottie-
I love
Dottie
this
told
man.
us about this place, so
Yeah.
should be
I told us about-
fun.
I feel like Dottie told us.
Yeah.
I just met
Um,
Dottie. I don't trust Dottie as far as I can throw her.
I don't trust Dottie either, but I feel like she
I don't
did help. You
think
know,
you can throw her very far either.
I'm
You're
gonna
right.
follow
That
why
means
would
I don't
throw
trust her.
Dottie?
We're not. Oh my god. Who's going first?
I'm going first.
Okay,
I'll-
go on then.
I'll follow Claude down.
Get.
I'll
Fine.
go after that.
You all walk down the fairly sharp set of stairs leading down into the basement, and you're surrounded by shelf after shelf of dusty books, a lot of handcrafted journals, a good number of which are currently open on a table in the center of the room.
Does Claude notice like the journals all the same handwriting?
The ones that are on the table?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ones that are open look like they're all in Dottie's handwriting.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the figure sitting there at the opposite end of the table, sitting in finery that make most wealthy men here in the States blush with how drab they look in comparison. Sitting amongst the dust and the decay, he sits untouched, unmarred by any grime or filth. Long black hair pulled back, cascading back over the shoulders. Very blue eyes. Very, very gorgeously blue eyes. And Sylvia, when you step down, it is there's a moment where you are seeing those eyes and forgetting how to walk, forgetting how to breathe. Probably stumble into Boston in front of you.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. You okay?
I'm good.
Just patching yourself. It's all right. It's dark down here. You just
This
stay
is-
close, all right?
Right, yes. Do I recollect anything? Does his eyes... Okay.
It's got very pretty eyes. But don't let me stop you. Of course, these books are for all to enjoy. I'm simply just a curious traveler.
You don't work here?
No. I don't believe anyone has worked here for a long, long time. You're muted.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I just was holding my breath because
Oh.
I was trying to. Hey, before Elsie makes a fool of herself, didn't he say Dottie used to work here? She like things a certain way.
Dottie owns it. Used to be
Okay.
the male person.
So not the same as here.
Yeah, whatever clerks used to work here, they are long since dead.
Okay, so Dottie's not the same.
No.
Okay.
So if this place isn't in use anymore, how people send in their mail?
They don't. No one cares about this place. No one here cares about the outside world.
That's a little odd. You can't really do business without sending some mail.
It is odd, isn't it? You're very clever.
Oh, uh, thank you.
And quite beautiful, I might add.
Uh, oh,
It's your name, friend.
I don't believe you did.
No, that's why I'm asking. Can we get your name, friend? No offense, my mama taught me to some manners. You introduce yourself before you, you know.
You can call me Vincent.
Vince, it is lovely to meet you. My name is Boston, and well, the rest can introduce themselves at their leisure. What, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing down here? Y'all just reading and hiding from the rest of the town. Seems everyone else is out and about, having a fine time of it.
I am here to. Well, you could say that I hunger for mystery, for knowledge, for the unknown. Would you all roll a d20, please? Um, sorry, not all of you. Sylvia,
mm-hmm.
I'm proposing a GM intrusion on you.
Do I get XP for this?
You do.
Yes, you do.
Thank God.
And you
Wait,
get
you
a,
said not all of
Oh,
us. Who
stop.
doesn't?
Let me
Sylvia doesn't.
accept. I'm gonna.
Bitch.
because
Fine, you
Sylvia
can have
automatically fails.
Oh,
What's
that's
that?
funny. That's funny. No, keep that.
This was your one mean for the night.
No, it wasn't. This was a freebie. Wait, what did I
No.
have to pass?
I didn't tell you.
Is this an intellect defense task? Because I am
Oh, yeah,
trained. I am
that
trained
too.
in those.
It is
I am
intellect
trained in
defense,
those.
yes.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I gotta re-roll.
Wait,
I'm gonna spend
What?
an X. I'm
I
gonna spend an
auto-fail.
XP to
I'm so
reroll as
smart.
well.
Wait, hold on. Intellect defense. You are always.
If you have if you're trained in intellect defense, it just reduces the roll you have to pass. I'm just spending one of my XP to roll.
Okay. Well, what
What's
if I was resistant to it? What did you say happens?
It just lowers
So
the
if
difficulty.
you're trained, yeah, it lowers the what you have to roll to beat it if you're trained in it. But to re-roll your dice, you have to spend an XP,
Oh.
which is what I did,
Also,
and I got a 15 instead of a
Uh,
2 or a 3.
What would the next? What is a 10 beat?
10 beats difficulty of 3.
Oh, this task was probably difficulty 3. But I'm gonna use that hero point. I'm gonna steal it from Harp.
that XP didn't do me shit.
Mabel,
Am I allowed to do that?
No, what do you mean? Oh, you spent the
Yeah.
XP to reroll.
I'm
I'm
going to
not
spend a
spending
villain
X.
point to ask you to reroll that, please.
Oh my god.
Just use your hero point to say no.
That's so
Doesn't
mean.
work like that.
Wait, I have a hero point?
Yeah. I was
Oh,
gonna steal it, but
doesn't
that's
work like
mean.
that. 8.
Beautiful. Boston, you are
Yes, hi.
certainly a little awestruck by an individual so finely dressed and is handsome, sitting in the deep, dank cellar all alone. But the moment passes pretty quick. For the rest of you, it's
Wait,
like
wait, hold on. I'm gonna buy myself a hero point. I want to reroll hoop.
absolutely.
Determined to not be infatuated with a man.
Yeah, it's true. I don't want anything to do with this dude.
Okay,
I know too.
Megara.
Law just has
I-
bi panic.
I know too much.
No chance. No way.
Okay. 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, also, same thing. Individual
Get
is
fucked.
oddly,
See what I did there?
oddly placed here.
Hooped it. Wow. All right. Fuck you, Hoop.
I got it.
It was really funny, and you didn't.
It was a very good joke.
Nobody. Oh, all right.
I'm proud
thank
of you.
Thank you.
The rest of you, Everything else seems to move just a little bit slower. Nothing else seems quite as important in this moment as whatever this man has to say.
Why did I autofill this?
Because you're enthralled with this
I
man.
am not.
You are. But for
I'm
everybody else,
resistant to these
honestly,
charms.
I think they automatically should realize it's a lie because nothing a man has ever said is that important.
You would think. Well, this place hasn't seen the touch of any newcomers in a very long time. I figured I would come, open the pages, explore.
And you're just
Thanks, Bob.
looking. Oh, well, yeah, you was just looking around. I mean, anything in there on murders or other sort of things happening in town? Seems like everyone's just moves clean on past that. Mighty fast.
Well, and he gestured towards one of the shelves. Everything about the time that the mine shut down was a very dark era for Kilridge. But you're right, they did move on very quickly. They found new purpose, worshipping a tree.
Well, I tell you, that's a strange tree up there. I mean, I work trees, and ain't no tree around here, so.
You know your wood.
Well, I'm quite familiar. I can handle my wood just fine.
Always good to hear.
Well, speaking of paper and wood products, perhaps we should start poking around ourselves. And sorry to disturb you, but you were invited to come look about.
Why don't I leave you to whatever it is you're looking for?
Oh, it's fine. You can stay.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either.
Oh, that's so very kind of you, but I think I would take my leave. And that smile that you get looks as if it was made for you. That it was the first and last smile that you would ever see.
Don't forget, in case you haven't, there's like the big tree. You're supposed to leave an offering for it when you enter town for the first time. We all did, so it's supposed to bring you good luck or something. In case you haven't yet.
Yes, Elsie.
I want to use perception
Mhm.
between Sylvia and this dude because this is my best friend.
Specifically.
Actually, this dude specifically, but Sylvia's acting. I know you're acting weird. I've known you for like ever. This dude is giving me the heebie-jeebies. So
I'd like to also, in conjunction, throw one at this fella because I am
Sure.
trained and discern the disposition of others. He seems very nice, but I've dealt with folks who talk big game before.
fuck me, man.
Don't think he's going to do that, but
I don't want him to.
Difficulty of 18. If you have training, I'll
Oh.
bring it down to 15.
That's homophobic.
I could try and give it a reroll, but I don't
Oh,
know. I got an
I'm not-
11.
Sorry. It would be 21 because he gets a bonus to enthralling and lying.
Well,
Did you make up these stats?
Oh, it's stats. Yeah, absolutely.
So you OP'd him.
No.
Nerf.
There's a lot of
Nerf.
creatures in Cypher that get bonuses to very specific things.
Does he have one in gaslighting?
He's an expert in gaslighting.
Yeah, I thought so.
just gatekeeping. He has an inability to girl boss, though.
No, he
About
like
man
he
whore.
all he knows is eat hot chip and lie.
But yeah,
No, I mean,
where's Vincent go?
he looks genuine. He looks like he was legitimately down here reading. He's smiling, being very polite, offering to leave. The others do seem to be staring a little more than is usual. But he would smile and start to leave before stopping next to Sylvia. I will visit the tree later. After,
Excellent.
why don't we say after the stars come out?
Oh, must be so nice out there that time of night.
You could come find out.
Oh, I think we have still a lot to do in town, but thank you for the offer, Mr. Vincent.
He will just make his way up the steps. And you're left alone.
Sorry,
You,
what were we down here for?
well, you all
To
seem to
find-
get on fast as fire.
Yeah, what was that all about?
What's what?
You, Sylvie.
I'd say the whole trio of them are melting like a wick.
I mean, I guess it's not often that we come across a nice traveler. We haven't really encountered that many kind folk these days.
Yeah, he's
Especially
willing
one
to
that well
help, give
dressed.
us information.
A nice traveler reading in the dark who we've never met before, who somehow made you all weak
What?
in the knees.
Doe-eyed.
He
To be
just
That's
What?
to be fair, Anne, you didn't seem to have any problems asking that fella any questions.
I don't know if this is Harper intentionally or unintentionally not recognizing the name Anne.
Oh, right. Sorry.
fooled yourself.
No, it's I don't know. I just feel like when we get somebody who is like willing to ask questions and seems like they know what they're talking about, that we should use that, right?
Fell there in the dark, and they were showing us books, which we should
Okay, I
look
don't see what
into.
them being in the dark has to do with anything. But
No,
like,
it's just a little
Yeah,
odd
what if
behavior.
he's just sensitive in the eyes? You know, his eyes are very blue, and
they were
like
very blue.
they were very blue.
they
And
were
so
really
yeah,
blue,
you know,
yeah.
you're like you can't like strain those too much.
I'm gonna look over at Mancy. Well, why don't we leave the poetry club to their musings, and I'm sure we can find some loose pages for you all to write something nice to say to Vincent next time we run into him. Some might be sooner rather than later.
He was just being kind. Not like he was
Oh.
sending us on some haunted dead rail car or whatever.
I
Just
agree.
saying, it's refreshing to encounter someone who's not trying to kill us or
Yet.
send us on some weird ass.
It's a step up, sure, but we all that superstition, all that caution and superstition drained out of you real fast.
Excuse me for being polite.
Polite.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't pie on you like that, Sylvie, but just I'll go busy myself with some books or something. I'm gonna go look at the stuff about the mine.
Elsie wants to fuck with Maple so bad and ask if she saw his badge on his hip, but I'm not gonna do that. I just want to prod the bear. I want Maple to go off the rails with some cops again.
Yeah, you are all welcome to dig into the town's history as much as you'd like. You'd find everything about how the mine wasn't quite turning the profit that they were hoping, and the benevolent and wonderful mining company known as Langley Coal decided to pull out all of their support and shut the mine down permanently, which meant that there was no longer any need for trains to come through. There were no longer any passengers, no trade, no money. And the town started to die. But as you can clearly see, the town's doing just fine.
If there's some time to look around, I don't know if she's able to like shake this off at all, or if it doesn't matter. Maybe she just has them in the back of her mind. But she's gonna look for like a book of like people, very specifically like people who came into and exited the town, if such a thing exists.
Um, I mean, kind of. You'd
Census information probably is what you're looking for.
Nothing like that has been upkept for a long while, ever since the mine went down. But before that, yeah, you'd have years worth of records.
Could I make a recommendation? Yeah, but checking out the mine records for names we might recognize and looking for approximate ages.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
Um, any one in particular you're looking for?
Anybody with the last name Scholler, first and foremost. Um, and then any names she might recognize from Hawthorne Hollow.
Um, that far back, yeah, you'd probably recognize some of the traders, some of the travelers. No one of your last name.
Okay. Well, hold on, nothing.
Anything else?
So all the books have been not recently dated. Like they're all old.
So yeah, everything that is properly cataloged and official, that's all in you know official bindings, and it's all neatly printed, like it is in order and organized. But once Dottie took over, because the town basically died off, it is all in her handwriting. Some of it's a little frantic. It's handmade books, journals, basically.
Okay.
And
Um,
she rants at times, just absolutely pages filled with madness.
mm,
That's weird. Is
Can
there a
I s-
Vincent in here?
No, I mean there are individuals by the name of Vincent, but none that seem like they'd fit whoever you just met.
Why?
The name just it doesn't have the same impact like when he said it.
I'm reading it.
Yeah,
None of them have birthdays. Who?
they do. I mean, they'd
What are the
all
birthdays?
be, even the youngest back then would be in their 40s, 50s. Um, though a lot of them are deceased. They'd be in their 90s.
Are there any like crime records if we wanted to look for any like murders or suspicious deaths that matched the old lady in the forest that Sylvia will not jump to any conclusions for?
Do you have any skills in any investigatory?
Um, no.
Okay. That is just an intellect roll. Target number 12.
Intellect?
Yep. That's 13.
Yes.
There's some records back in the day. I mean, people have been killing each other since the first stick was sharpened. But the books that are open on the table, you are finding odd occurrences, almost annual occurrences of people. Some of the cases are documented as murder, others are just missing. And it's not until Dottie starts to record these that you get graphic detail of horrendous injuries, of limbs removed, of bodies mutilated beyond recognition. Almost annually.
Annually, like at the same time of year?
Mhm.
Okay. And does it give any indication to when this seems to have started?
No indication of when it started. It seems to have happened throughout the town's history.
And
What?
are we? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering, what day does the killing take place?
It doesn't seem to be any exact date,
Oh, okay.
but it does seem to be usually late summer, about the time it is now.
About the cat. That was my question.
Yeah.
I'm just taking mental notes of just all of the details that I'm reading over about the bodies and trying to, I guess, piece together if I can recognize anything from my readings or studies of what could have what could be the case here.
It depends if you are reading the official documentations or Dottie's ramblings.
I'm curious about Dottie's ramblings.
She would talk about demons in a lot of them, about how this whole town has been fooled, that this place is going to kill them all slowly. She doesn't trust it. She never has. And then pages upon pages of incoherent rambling.
Okay.
Is there a start date to when she started going off the rails? Like a specific time frame?
Going off the rails, reporting the truth, you mean?
Um,
She wants pictures of Spider-Man next.
it looks like the first year that she started this, everything seems pretty normal. But the second year is when things start to get weird and she loses focus and rambles on for pages.
And that second year was a year after Langley Cole left?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's tied to the mines.
Anything else you'd all like to look for?
The
Anything on this?
audacity.
I feel like there's.
I'd like to look for the audacity of this Vincent fellow to just start hitting on my friends.
He didn't hit on me.
Yeah. Is there any mention of like the tree of
Well,
it
further
was
further
planted
proof that
when it
he
was
is
planted?
trash.
Truly, thank you. Sorry, sorry.
He's
Harry.
just beautiful, okay.
Specifically in Dottie's writing, yes, the tree would be mentioned hundreds of times.
Okay.
All
What's like
very
the first
negative. All talking about it's demonic. It's going to kill us. It doesn't want to help.
Mm,
I'm glad that has my blood now.
evil tree?
I'm so glad we did that.
Yeah. That'll be worth it later.
But at this moment, you'd all hear a bell, very clearly ringing, the one you'd seen at the top of the church.
Ah, the service. We should probably head there. Did everyone find what they needed? I think there's a lot of interesting information here.
Yeah, I reckon I know. I think that's all we could find.
We better not be late for this engagement, otherwise we're going to seem ourselves worse pariahs than normal.
True.
Anything else before we climb back up the steps?
I go first.
You go first.
I feel like there's something we're supposed to be looking for in
No.
this records place, and I'm just like not.
It's still it's still here. It's not like it's actually on fire. Or anything.
Exactly. Okay.
That'd be crazy if that happened.
Hard look the camera now, just so you know.
As you
You
say
clip it.
that, the candle flickers just a little.
Oh, I'll blow that out. That's just proper practice.
No, you're all oddly able to climb the stairs and get out of there without any issue. Hear the bells toll once again, and seeing through the very dusty, very dirty windows, you can see folks are finishing filing off into the church.
Right, we better get a scoot on then.
Find a good seat somewhere near the back, something inconspicuous. I
Yeah.
wish I had better attire. I didn't really bring my Sunday best on this journey because I didn't think I was going to be gone so long. Because God, I wonder how the store is doing. Anyways, we should go to the church and find a spot.
Okay. Everybody's headed there?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh. There we go.
That's it.
Stepping in through the doors as they both swing in, greeting you with the immediate scent of rotten flesh. You see that the whole town is sitting there dutifully in the pews, all praying. At the front of the church, there are 3 individuals. One dressed in your typical reverend attire, very graying hair, but perfectly kept, hands outstretched wide as if taking in every ounce of this prayer being sent his way. The other 2 held above him, as massive tree roots have grown from the underground and are currently skewering 2 bodies, almost pinning them in place. The vines spread out from behind them as if representing wings. It is the body of Amos and of the schoolteacher. And that's where we're going to take a break.
I shouldn't have shown you Hannibal.
We'll be back in just a little bit with the second half of this game where everything is fine. We'll see you soon. And welcome back, family. Where we'd left off, our band of heroes here had stumbled into somewhat of an ascension. The dead folks of the town of Killridge being put on display like angels. As the Reverend stands tall at the head of that church, his eyes burn with a fervor and makes the whole congregation squirm in their seats. His voice, when it erupts, is deep, resonating, like the growl of a storm on the horizon. His words wrap around the people of Killridge like tendrils of smoke, choking out any bit of hope that they had left. Brothers and sisters, we have been blessed beyond measure. The weights of these blessings may feel heavy on your hearts. Do you not see it? Do you not feel it in your bones? The earth beneath our feet, the roots of the sentinel itself, it has chosen us. This town, this sacred ground, it survives because we make it so, because we give ourselves to it. Without us, Killridge would falter, wither, ruin, like so many others around it. And his eyes pause before looking at 5 of you. Do not be afraid for the sacrifices we make. They are holy. They are necessary. Some of us will be asked to give more than others. Some will be called upon to lay down the ultimate gift for the good of our people. But hear me, death is not the end. No, death is but a door, a gateway to something far greater than you or I. It is the next phase of life. The completion of a circle as old as time itself. There are those in the pews next to you that have gotten up and have started to walk toward you.
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
She pulls out her gun.
we might
Yeah,
be
yeah.
saying our welcome.
The appropriate response. Thank you, Mabel.
What did Maple say?
Gun. Gun is like
Gun.
out.
Yeah, she's got the gun.
The doors to the
Just-
church slam.
Okay.
I'm-
Run.
Hand in front of everybody. Start getting that door open.
Mm-hmm.
The Reverend's voice raises louder, shaking the foundation of the building. It is a blessing, do you hear me? A blessing, for it brings nourishment to the soil, life to the roots. It feeds the sentinel just as the sentinel feeds us. Without death, there is no life. Without sacrifice, there is no survival. We must give and give gladly, for this town, this sacred town, requires our devotion, our bodies, our souls. This is the price that we pay for those blessings. The air we breathe, the food we eat, the shelter above our heads. They're going to reach for all of you to try to grab you.
Yeah, I put myself in front there, and I'm gonna
Are
stop
you
that.
trained with the gun, Mabel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Harp, are you lying? That was not Harp. That's what I do when I lie.
It's a light weapon, isn't it? It includes ranged.
Okay. Okay. Great. Can I apply weapon oil to your gun? For the next hour, your weapon deals 6 points of bonus cold damage.
Sounds great to me.
What does this look like? How are you applying this oil?
Yeah.
So I use a soft cloth to apply the tincture to the head and feet, handle, and hitting end of your weapon while saying, "Bless this weapon. Bless it well as I anoint its head and feet for the next hour. Your weapon gains 6 points of bonus damage." So instead, I think it's of head and like the hitting end and the handle. I would do 3 points. It'd be muzzle, trigger, and then bullets. Go with God.
Okay.
Peace be unto you. And with your spirit.
Indeed. I'm going to throw us into some initiative. Anybody trained in initiative roles?
Unless is this a social situation?
No.
Then I am trained.
Sylvia, you'd jump up to 18.
It doesn't say I'm trained, but it says my initiative task is eased.
That's what I
it has
meant.
a cost to it.
That's what I meant. Yeah, if your
Okay.
initiative task is
Cool. Cool.
so Mabel, same
Yes,
thing.
mine is.
Where's the initiative roll? Speed?
I just rolled for everybody.
Oh, okay, cool.
Boston, you rolled a 1.
Boston,
Why?
please.
I didn't even roll it.
Okay, well maybe Hoop should have let us all roll.
It's
Or
just easier if I just click the one button.
Yeah, but then you make us all fail.
Claude, you are the first to act if you would like to do so. As Boston is
Alright.
being grabbed in front of you, basically just putting a wall in between all of you and the townspeople.
Claude's gonna try to bewitch the preacher. Preacher dude.
Yeah, how would you like to do so?
So basically, so he's gonna start singing. Just the old song of the song that got him out of the woods as a kid.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's a low pitch kind of off tune, sort of, in
It-
like minor key.
Hurts the ears to listen to. Not because Claude is
Yeah.
such an awful singer, but
Yeah.
because the notes, the words, it all feels wrong. Like it is not something any human ears should ever hear. And the good Reverend smiles. His mind is so far gone and broken that there is nothing left.
Oh shit.
But now we know. He is immune to mental attacks.
Got it. Well, I thought that would work. I guess I got nothing except I got a pen in my pocket that I could stab someone with. And like Claude just takes out a pen.
Sylvia.
What does they said they kind of like closed the doors? Are the doors closed with anything?
They didn't close the doors. The doors slammed shut behind you.
I guess I'm gonna assume that if I try to open the doors, nothing's gonna happen.
You can turn the handle and pull, but they are firm.
Are any of the people coming towards us or gripping Boston holding a weapon?
Nope. You don't bring
Everyone's
weapons into a
armed.
church.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get my pocket knife out and try to help free Boston. If someone's like gripping him, I'm gonna try to stab their arm.
Yeah. Either a might or a speed attack roll. It would be target number 9, but this is a light weapon, so it's automatically eased down to target number 6. Are you trained?
Okay.
Light weapons?
I am not.
Didn't matter. You made it either way. Just
Okay.
stab out at someone, it just sinks into their arm. They do recoil, but only for a moment before immediately lunging back at Boston.
That's all I can do, right?
Yeah. Preacher man. And when the time comes, you will thank the Sentinel. You will praise it for choosing you, for deeming you worthy of being part of this place, for ensuring survival. And in that moment, brothers and sisters, you will find peace. The only peace that truly matters. I'll reroll 6s. 5. Well, that just works out nice, doesn't it? But will you make an intellect defense roll, please? Target
Alright,
number.
That's just rolling the intellect die.
Target number 15. That is a 14.
I have an
Unfortunate.
edge of 1.
That just means that anything you spend from that pool costs you 1.
Okay. Never mind. Well.
Those words are starting to sink in. They're starting to make sense. Nothing else for now. I think that brings us down to Mabel.
How hard would it be for me to get around all these little guys and up in the big preacher's face?
It would not be easy, but it's certainly not impossible.
All right, yeah, she's gonna try.
Give me a speed. Oh my god, a speed roll to get past the crowd. I'll go up to target number 12 because it's a horde of them.
Okay. I would like to spend 2 effort.
Yep.
I do not.
So spend 2
and
from the
that's-
pool, drop it down to a 9.
Cool. Sorry, I have to do math.
Any training that you'd like to apply to this?
Nope.
I assume you are not
No,
trying to
unfortunately, no.
like slip away from the crowd. You are just full on
No,
just
she's-
sprinting.
Yeah, she's gonna jump over people if she's got it. You
Yeah. Then target number 9.
know. Alright, cool.
That is a
Oh, it's almost an
2.
18. It was a 2. Can I use that hero point that Rose gave me?
Yeah, if you haven't used it yet.
Okay, cool.
That is a 6. You just take one step past Boston. You slip past the first set of hands that try to grab you, but find that there's another, and they just drag you down, trying to physically just send you to the ground. Despite how much you're fighting, you are stuck.
I think she legit screams for sure.
You still have an action, if you'd like. I
Oh,
just
she's
considered that
gonna-
your movement.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's gonna pop one of these things.
Just
If
point
I
blank with
think
the
She
gun.
means people. Yeah, for sure.
Would be target number 9, but because you are physically being restrained, I'm going to bump it up to 12. And you are
Okay.
trained in light weapons, which brings it back down to 9.
Okay, cool. Can I spend another effort during
Okay,
this turn
absolutely.
or no?
Yeah.
Cool.
And you can make it might or speed. Or sorry, no. This has to be a speed roll because it's a ranged
Yep.
weapon.
I'm better at that anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Got it. Target number 9. That is a 16. Just point
fine.
blank into this individual's chest. That shot rings out. There's blood that splatters across the pew behind him. And he does stumble a little. Or looking down at the wound, back at you, and then steps forward to continue to try to grab you.
Don't do that! I just shot you!
No, that's not fair. That's you're breaking the rules. That brings us down to Massey.
All right. Does it look like anything in the preacher's hands is controlling these bitches?
His arms are stretched out wide. There is nothing in his hands.
Is there anything that looks like it is controlling these bitches?
I mean, there does look like there's a book in front of him.
Okay,
Not that you can see much of it from this angle.
that's fine. Okay, I can see it though.
Mhm.
I want to use draw item, and it's not in his hands. Okay, I want to use draw item. A loose object within a short range that you could carry in one hand is drawn to your free hand.
It's not within short range.
Okay, then I will use. I will go to a range that is short.
You're basically going to try to do what Mabel did and just slip past the crowd, get to about the center of the church, and that would be close enough.
Yes.
Then a speed roll, please. Target number 12.
And I just added edge to my speed pool, so target number 9.
So you can spend 1 point from your speed and drop it down to target number 9. Because
What does edge do again?
So edge just reduces the cost of things. So you'd have
Is this
normally
speed defense? No,
No.
that's if I'm.
normally you'd have to spend 3. Sorry, I meant you could spend 2 points because you reduce the 3 down to 2 because of your edge.
Okay.
So take 2 points out of your speed pool and you're down to target
Okay.
number 9.
Fine. Fuck.
That is a 2 and a GM intrusion.
Okay.
You start to fight past them, but just like Mabel,
Can I kind of want to spend this XP to
absolutely.
reroll. Okay.
I would love for you.
It's still. Yeah, me too. I
That
hate
is
my.
an 8, failing by 1. But it's not a GM intrusion anymore.
Yeah.
Similarly to Mabel, you are fighting your way through, almost breaking through the crowd before your foot is grabbed and you are yanked backwards, almost off your feet, but just barely standing as you're trying to kick your foot free. You still have your action.
What did they grab? My foot?
Mhm.
So my hands are still free?
Mhm.
Could I say I got close enough to short range?
Roll d20.
$13.
If you would basically just want to stretch out, not worried
Yes.
about being drugged to the ground, sure.
So I spend 1 intellect point. Wait, hold on. I'm trained in using magic, so it's down to 1 intellect point, and then I have an edge. Does that bring it down to no? Is free?
The edge brings it from 2 down to 1.
And then, but I'm trained in using magic, so it brings that 1 down to none.
Doesn't make a difference.
What?
Trained just means that any difficulty tasks that you have in magic, the difficulty of the task is reduced by 1 step. But
Okay.
because it's free, it's not being held, you don't have to succeed on a roll, it simply will just come.
Okay, so I only spend 1 point of intellect.
Mhm.
Okay. So it just comes to me.
And the, oh god, what's it called? The thing that holds the book.
Pulpit.
It has a name. What
The thing,
Pulpit.
thing? The pulpit. I have no idea.
like the stand,
Yeah, like the book
the
stand.
pulpit,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
pulpit. Yeah.
It will go just
That sounds
toppling
wrong,
over.
but
It
whatever.
does.
Well, because pulpit's like a big
Lectern.
thing.
Thank
Are
you,
talking about
Doc.
Lectern.
Thanks, Doc.
Um,
The lectern will go toppling to the ground, hit and just smash to pieces as the book end over end just comes soaring towards you, bouncing off the ground once or twice before hitting your hand. As you, similarly, are tossed to the ground.
Can I see what it says in there?
On the next round, absolutely.
All right, I'm clutching it to my chest like super tight. Like it is.
You got it.
Okay.
Boston, I think it's safe to say that as you put yourself in front of the others, you have about half dozen sets of hands all trying to grab you and just tear you to the ground.
Yeah. Well, I'd like them to not do that.
But they'd like you to not fight back.
Unfortunately, I will not be cooperating in this group activity at this time. So, man, can I roll? Is this my turn to?
Kick some
Oh,
ass.
okay, good. I rolled a 1. I assumed I had I could wait till like next year and then I'd think about going. Yeah, okay. I am trained in all forms of weaponry, and my fists count as medium weapons. So let's go ahead and start clocking folks or just knocking
Absolutely.
them out to the side.
That is a natural
I'm gonna
one.
use XP to re-roll that. Wow.
We'll get all the bad rolls out of the way.
Yeah.
Natural 2.
I have 1 more XP. I don't
You
need
cannot
it.
re-roll a re-roll.
Come on, be cool.
Unfortunately, you are.
What if I slid you this XP and pretended we did?
You are taking swings at people and you are connecting, but for a blow that should at least send someone to the ground for a few moments, they are hit, reel back, and then are immediately back on you. For your intrusion, Mabel and Massey are going to be pulled from you. The crowd is basically swarming you. You are the last protection for Sylvia and Claude, but at the moment you have no idea where the other two were drugged to. Anything else?
Oh no, I want to just keep trying to get out. That's all I'm trying to do now.
The Reverend, now a wicked smile across his face. So now we go forth, grateful blessings in hand. We know that sacrifices, they must be made. They are a necessity. They are holy. They are righteous. And they will bring forth a harvest that shall never fail. The roots start to shift. More of them start emerging from the ground, as if awaiting hosts to be placed upon them. Back to the top of the round. Odd.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Claude wants to stab one of the hands. Well, stabbing didn't work, did it?
For a few moments.
see. Can Claude see where Massey's?
No, not between
No.
Boston and the wall of bodies that are shoving you now back against the church door.
Okay. I guess Boston's going to. Wait. So, okay, question.
Mhm.
I have a charm of strength. Can I give that to someone else?
Absolutely.
Can I give it to Boston?
Yeah. Kind of under a pile of bodies at the moment, but
Yeah.
Got a handout. It's like
Yep.
WWE tag team.
Yeah.
charm is slapped into your palm. It pulses like a heartbeat for a moment. What does that
Yeah.
do?
You didn't tell me.
Charm of strength, correct?
Yes, level 1.
Also, hello, Raiders. You came just in time for a fight with the Preacher Man. A small content warning if any of you have any issues with religious trauma or impalement or body horror or anything of the sort. We thank you so much for coming to raid us, but we warn you that you may hear and see some of that. So we obviously don't take it personally if you want to look out for your mental health and come join us another. But thank you so very much for sharing your community with us. Charm of Strength. You place the bag around your neck so it touches your skin. Wearing it adds 1 to your might edge for the next hour. So Boston, your might edge is increased up to 2.
My age is 3 now.
Your edge
actually.
is 3 now. So now you can freely spend points
Mhm.
without having to worry. But that brings us to Sylvia, who is also being just now squished back against the door.
Do I don't see Massey.
You do.
Do I have an idea of where Massey went?
You saw Massey try to sprint through the crowd and then go down.
And I can't see. Okay. Shit. And me stabbing this guy didn't seem to do anything to deter him from gripping Boston, who's now okay. Okay. I was so close to tier 2, but can I use my action to do a sage player intrusion?
Ooh, yes. Absolutely.
I'm between 2 of them, but one of them's a little too silly, so I'm gonna do sudden vision, where a flash of insight provides you with a clear answer or suggests a course of action with regard to an urgent question, problem, or obstacle that you're facing.
Sure. Is it? Where's Vincent?
No. It is, how do we get out of here?
Find Massey. Massey has the means of getting out of here.
Then I'm going to begin to just like push my way through the crowd looking for Massey.
At this point, it is no longer a speed roll. It is a might roll.
Might
Push your
roll?
way past. Yep. Target number 12.
12. And remind me how spending effort works. That'll just.
You can spend 3
just find a
points from the
point.
pool to reduce the target number by 3. Minus
I'm
any
gonna
edge.
do
you
that.
have.
Okay.
You're down to target number 9, and that is a 9 on the dot. Whether it's Boston's erratic movements or the fact that some of them have pulled away to help drag away your 2 friends, you are able to force your way through the crowd, coming stumbling out the other side, and see that a majority of the people in the church haven't left their seats. They haven't even turned to look at you. They are still in silent prayer, staring up at this sight in front of you. But you do see Massey and Mabel both being grabbed and dragged towards the front of the church.
I'm just going to continue to rush toward Massey. Is how many people are kind of gripping them
We'll say
or
3.
dragging them? 3. Can I and okay, I think I'm just gonna try to stab one of the individuals, break their grip off Massey and help Massey get free.
Yep. I won't make you roll. You've already proven that you're a capable stabber. But Massey, you will have it'll if any check that you make to escape will be reduced by 1 step because of this. That would bring us back to the preacher man. Claude, since the words have already touched you, he is going to look at you, hand held out. Won't you come and join us? Intellect defense roll. It is a 6. That is not going to beat a target number 15. Would you like to spend
do
XP to
I have-
reroll?
I thought I had a hero point because of soup.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
and Doc.
you do. You could spend it.
Yay for soup.
Soup.
Fuck. It's the same. Yes, I'm going towards the preacher man.
His words, his smile, his fervor. It's undeniable. Maybe he really is speaking the word of God. And
I like
yeah.
your funny words, magic man.
Claude would step forward, not
Alright.
stopped, not resisted by the crowd in any way, and just start walking towards the front. But it's your turn. The only action you can take is to follow the direction you were given, and that was to join the preacher man in the front. But at the start of every turn after this, you can make another intellect defense roll to break out of it. Sylvia. Oh wait, no.
What?
No, sorry.
I went.
Down to Mabel.
Mabel, seeing what Claude is doing, can I try to act like the same thing has happened to me? If they have let go of Claude now, you said Claude was like unhindered.
There was never any attempt to stop Claude.
Okay. Can I try and pull it off like I am going through the same thing and I'm just going to start walking up?
Sure. You got any skills in deception? Or acting?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay. Target number 9. Intellect roll.
Okay, can I spend an effort on this?
Absolutely. Drop it to target number
Sounds
6.
good. Cool.
Roll another 2.
It'd be crazy, right?
That's a natural 20.
Oh, let's fucking go. Holy shit.
Feeling you stop resisting, they can tell that you're trying to stand on your own, and the grip would loosen at first, and then seeing that you are actively trying to walk towards the front, they would let go.
After she takes, was that my action?
No. Good actions.
Okay, cool. She is going to, if she can get a few steps away, is going to run towards him and line up a shot.
Absolutely. There's-
Um,
No cover or anything. I'm trying to dodge. So it's... I'll even reduce what would be target number 12 down to target number 9. Plus you're trained, which brings it to target 6.
okay. I have a skill trope called Pressing Your Luck.
Mhm.
I can choose to automatically succeed on one task without rolling,
Mhm.
as long as the task's difficulty is no higher than 6. When I do so, I also trigger a GM intrusion as if I had rolled a 1. The intrusion does not invalidate the success, but it probably qualifies it in some fashion. Can I do this?
Absolutely. You line up the shot. It is perfectly dead center, right where you aimed, and it rips straight through the Reverend, who looks at you, that smile starting to fade, a look of pure betrayal. You know not what you do, little lamb. But I will show you. Will you make an intellect defense roll, please, for your GM intrusion?
Yes.
Target number 15.
Absolutely. That's a high number. Holy. Okay. Oh, it was almost another 20. It was so close to being another 20. That's an 8.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a failure.
Yeah.
The words that he is saying are starting to sink in. They are starting to make sense. I believe that is your turn. The preacher man is leading. In case anyone wanted to know that. Massey.
I want to read the book.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the fact that one of them was stabbed, you were able to just slip your hands out enough to rip the book open. The pages feel leathery.
Oh, ew, gross. All right. Necronomicon. All right, cool. What did they say?
Oh, gross! I hate it. What does it say?
Are we
Yeah,
opening
pretty
to
much.
page 1 or just from random point in the book?
Disgusting.
I'm trained in reading, so I can read the whole thing real fast.
In a matter of 6 seconds? In a language you may not know?
How many pages are in the book?
Yeah.
It's probably a good 60-ish.
I want to do a quick scan of the whole book then.
Sure.
Just want
And-
to speed
Yeah,
read.
I want to and find like anything that jumps out at me of like.
Like a checkout counter magazine. Just gonna quickly, yeah.
Peruse. I'm gonna
As a
peruse it,
thought,
yeah.
slumbering trees.
Anything that jumps out
Katy
about like
Perry?
how to stop
Oh.
this,
Sure.
Said what about
like
chocolate?
ending the spell or whatever is causing this, like stopping.
Give me an intellect roll. I'll set it at what should be 12, but I'm going to bump it up to 15 because you were rapidly trying to go page through page.
So bump back down to.
Down to 12 because of your trading. Down to
Okay.
9 because of Sylvia's interference.
Okay.
And you could spend 3 points or 2 points if you'd like to drop it to a 6.
Yes. I'm spending 2 points.
Got it.
How many points is usually
It's normally 3.
to drop it? Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
All right.
That is a
You've got to be fucking.
5.
Turn the mod off.
Do you have XP? Can you?
No. Do I have hero points though? Can I do a hero point?
The last hero point was given to Turn.
I have a hero point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'll give you a deal. I'll make you a
Jesus.
deal.
Okay, what is it?
I'll propose a GM intrusion.
Well, I can't decline intrusions if you know that.
Oh darn. Oh shoot.
Okay.
And you have to give away both XP, right?
Only if. Well, yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah. So the other one can go to, Claude.
So Claude and Mabel both got one.
I can re-roll.
You can hear a sound much like birds, sound very natural, one that cuts through the noise of the church for just a moment. You can smell moss and damp soil. You can feel sunlight for just a brief moment before you just snap out of it, go back to trying to read, flipping page after page, but it just doesn't make sense. These aren't words that should be read by human eyes. If you had more time, you were in a safe place to do so, maybe. But I'll still give you your action.
I want to ask something I don't understand then from the book. Or I can't read, but I can understand magic, so.
Mhm.
So I want to do that. I want to use and understand magic.
From whatever page you happen to be on. Don't worry, I'm not pulling up items.
I'm so sorry.
D6, please.
Okay.
Two.
What does that mean?
You just start reading. Whatever this is, whatever you're trying to understand, it's coming at you in waves as the words are coming out of your mouth as you're reading them. Only a very basic understanding of what it is you're actually saying. And the men that are holding you down will start screaming.
Good.
Their hands all
As men
start to rapidly decay from the point that they were touching you. And you are let go.
Great.
I do believe that's your turn.
Okay.
Austin.
I gotta beat up some fine people.
Yeah,
Now I'd like to use an effort as I do this as well.
for free.
For free. That's an 18 on the die, though.
For 2 additional points of damage, a total of 8. With the fact that 2 of them have been stabbed.
Just 6. Sorry, it's medium weapon, not heavy.
You rolled an 18, 2 additional points of damage.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, it's base 4. Yeah, you're right.
it's base
It already
4
added
for
it.
medium. I would love to do 8 damage if you are gonna just quantify this as 8 damage. But
Well, the fact that some of them have been stabbed or shot in the chest, I am happy to say that just these haymakers just going into the crowd of people is enough that if you wanted to slip out of the crowd, you could do so. No contested.
yeah,
roll.
like the rest of my group is pretty well congregating at the front, for lack of a better term.
Other than no, everybody is. Yeah.
I was gonna say, because I'd like to join that party up there. That seems like a rousing good time. Let's slip the actual charm onto my neck, and
Yeah.
Under my shirt.
You'd see Claude up in front of the church standing next to the Reverend. You see Mabel, gun still in hand, still pointed at the man, starting to sway a little on the spot.
Yeah, I think I'd like to make my forward in an aggressive manner towards that fella to see if I can't maybe smack some sense into him. By smack some sense into him, I do mean knock his brains out his nostrils.
Yeah. You are welcome to just charge up across the church.
Mm-hmm. Is he at all raised, or is it just a one-level sort of church thing?
He's up about a foot above anyone else.
Okay, yeah, I step up that. I thought it might be more dramatic, but I'd leap it. I'm good at jumping. But that's me. I don't have anything else I can do right now.
Crossing the church in just a few strides. Got a player intrusion in mind?
I did. I have 1 XP, and honestly, I don't have anything else really going on with my XP this session, so I'll spend that to activate Induce Fear.
Ooh.
I will say the particular manner in which Boston has now, like, they were kind of crawling all over him and, like, just shoved a elbow so far up someone's face they got dandruff on their on the back of their brain, and truly, like, used somebody, grabbed their arm and used them to run them into somebody else, and now charging up like a, like an angry steam engine towards this preacher's got everyone definitely offset. So for purposes of that, any of my attackers, all of their actions against me, including their defense, are hindered by 2 rounds.
Got it. Brings us back to the top. Claude, it's like defense roll, please. If you would like to try to break out, if you are fine joining the good Reverend, that's perfectly fine with me.
You know what? The back of Claude's mind, he still has stuff he's got to do. He can't really. I don't know if church has ever really been his thing, so he's gonna try to fight.
Okay. That is a 19. There's just something about that gunshot that seemed so dull and muffled in the moment, but continues to echo like it was fired into a cave. And that echoing gets louder and louder before it finally shatters something. And you have just a pounding headache, but you were thinking clearly.
Cool.
What would you like to do?
I want to try to stab the Reverend in the neck with his pen.
Yeah. I will also say that as you were standing there, not that you would have noticed it before, but now that you have snapped out of it, you can see that those vines that had sprawled up behind you, that were holding those two in the air, they have continued to grow behind you in very sharp kind of edges almost. They were reaching out towards you like a wall of spikes.
Cool.
But yeah, feel free to stab away. The target number 12 down to 9 because it's a light weapon.
Yep. And pretty sure I'm efficient in light weapons.
Well, let's take a look.
Unless I didn't put on my
You
character
are
sheet.
not.
Cool. I thought I did.
So you actually have an inability with weapons, which would bring it back up to a 12. Everyone has a base inability with weapons unless you are proficient in them.
Pretty sure I had proficiency with the weapon.
I'm happy to assume you do. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. So we can drop it back to a 9.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. Target number 9.
Do I just roll the item, or do I roll what do I
Either
roll?
speed or might.
I'll do speed. Can I spend 2 from the pool to bring it down more?
Down to a 6.
Boop. Oh, that was not the one I wanted to do.
That's an 8.
But-
Still. And just jabs out into the neck. And there is a very human moment of fear in the eyes. And the hand just instinctually goes up to try to stop you, but falls short a couple inches. The hand relaxes and kind of falls back to his side. He does look over to you. It's too late for you, little lamb. You will feed this town, and we will be grateful for your sacrifice. You can feel those vines pressing against your back as they continue to reach out towards you. You still have your movement if you would like to run.
Yeah. Claude is gonna get away from the vines.
Yeah. The people that were at the front of or the back of the church trying to grab you have more or less recovered and are creeping their way up. A little wary of Boston.
Yeah.
Sylvia. Massey just read
probably-
some shit that didn't make sense, and these men,
Mhm.
their hands are decaying.
I'm trying not to think about that too much. I know that the answer somehow is in this book or is the book. Now, I've probably dealt with some weird books in my business, and I also have like the vision pointing me in the direction of this book. Can I kind of discern whether or not this book is like an item that is like the source of what is happening? Or within these pages, might I find some sort of way to end this? Is that something I can try to determine?
I'll give you an understanding magic roll.
Okay. I am trained in that.
Love to hear it.
That's not
It
great.
would be target number 12, but you're trained, which would bring it to target number 9.
9. I was so close to tier 2. Can I just spend an XP to reroll that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is plenty.
14.
The book is less of causing anything and more of a
Mhm.
means of communicating. Specifically with the tree.
So if I cut off the communication somehow, this could.
Certainly could.
Okay, I'd like to stab the book.
In Massey's hands, mid-sentence, just knife comes down into the pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I roll something? Do I roll for something?
You
bad?
don't have to. It's just a book.
Okay.
It
okay.
can't defend itself.
Stab the book.
It does bleed black ink. The
Okay.
pages start to get smudged. Patsy, your book just got stabbed.
Okay.
Did the aspect of Voldemort die?
Yeah, did we kill the Horcrux? Like,
We'll find out.
I mean, like, does it affect me at all?
No.
Okay, then I don't care. Did it affect the things?
We will find out very shortly.
Okay.
You should set it on fire just for an extra good measure.
I don't have I was gonna set it on fire. I don't have a match. I don't have light. I have nothing to set it on fire with. If someone wants to lend me some fire tools.
Mabel,
I mean, like, she's a
I
little
don't know.
freaked out
Why
that
don't
it's
you,
bleeding.
why don't you go
but-
ask Vincent since he seems to let your heart on fire so much?
Mabel,
Hello.
what would you like to do?
Well, don't I have? Don't. Isn't this guy making some sense to me? Or am
A
I
little
done
bit.
with that?
If you fail one more, then you will be completely under the thrall.
Okay. But I can still act freely.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Hmm. Can I help with the book in some way?
How would you like to help with the book?
I'm trying to think. No, that wouldn't work. Never mind. She is panicking and probably is just going to fire
Yeah.
at.
Take a shot at the book.
Yeah.
Rips through some of the pages.
Yeah, like genuinely, she's terrified.
Yes. It
What's
is
up?
inches from Massey's hands and face.
Yeah.
He's a good shot.
At what angle are you shooting it? Like,
We're trying to get a double kill here.
Oh, yeah, that's
Maybe
not
just the
on,
weird zombie guys for now.
on
maybe
on
the
par
weird
for
zombie
harp,
guys for
honestly. Trying to kill me in fucking game. Goddamn.
I think at the impact of a bullet, the book would at least a little bit be pulled out of your hands. But if you'd like to
Oh, I
keep,
think she'd drop it. No,
that
I
too.
think she would drop it. That would scare the shit out of her.
You got it. Book hits the ground.
All right.
Anywhere you want to move?
I think. Honestly, no. No. I was gonna say like behind Boston or something, but no, she wants to kind of stay where she is, I think.
You're between a mob and a hot preacher man.
I
Yeah, it doesn't want to be
behind-
near
Oh,
either
God
of
damn
those
it.
things, so I guess where she is right now is the
Get
best place
behind
to
the
be.
big moving wall of meat that is Boston.
I thought you were right next to the preacher guy.
I'm about to be. He's about to wish I
Okay.
wasn't.
I
Yeah,
see.
I'll get near-ish Boston then.
That
Very safe
smell
there.
of wet earth comes back again. Sound of birds, the sound of nature, running water, feeling of sunlight, nature in its purest form. And there is a crashing of glass and wood as all of you see an enormous elk just slam its way through one of the walls. Puff, stare at you, and then just turn and run.
What?
What would you like to do?
Your Fae boyfriend got us the one way out.
Oh. Okay. Uh. Yeah. I think. Who isn't anybody still like but zombies? Like.
No.
No one's detained.
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna assume like the book is unreadable now because it's been stabbed twice with bloody ink coming out of it.
It's bleeding
Or
pretty
stabbed and-
profusely.
Yeah. Unreadable. I have that one spell that disintegrated them, but if there's nothing blocking that exit, I would inform everybody else to like, let's get out of here.
Out.
We're outnumbered, outmatched. And I'm gonna make it towards the window
Yeah.
quickly.
So in your movement and your action, you could get to there and outside if you.
I think I would pause by the window to make sure everybody else
Sure.
also got towards the window. I'm not gonna leave them by myself.
Got it. Boston.
But I have an
Hello.
action, right?
Oh, you do. Yeah, you didn't even take your turn.
Nope. Trying to fucking nerf me.
Trying.
God damn.
Spiked your dice and everything.
We really did. Okay. Is there any way I can like assist someone, like, you know how we do in Lancer with the whatever it is? I forgot what the word is. I'm not really good with terms today.
Block on or bolster?
Bolster. You can bolster someone else.
Do you have any sort of magic
want-
that would do that?
I mean, I'm trained in using magic. I don't have any abilities that would do that. No.
Reach out to the green.
I don't think you
I
want to
don't
do
have
that.
that. I don't want to do that. That'd be bad for me, Turk.
Oh,
The green has actively refused to heal Massey before.
Not my fault.
it sounds like it might be your fault.
It wasn't my
Yeah,
fault. It
kinda
was his stupid
literally
fake
your fault.
boyfriend. It's not even my boyfriend.
Oh, break up with him then.
I tried.
Doesn't sound like you have a boyfriend. Then
He didn't like that. He stabbed
Sounds
me
like-
in the chest.
sounds like you have a master.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
He wishes. Dumbass bitch. He did save all of us now though.
Was it him?
I don't know. Y'all were saying it was him.
It could be.
Yeah, I got nothing. So I can't help anybody with my turn then?
If you are willing to take a difficulty, extra degree of difficulty on anything you do next turn. I'll let you give someone else assistance.
Yeah, I'll do that. Whoever needs it.
Probably Boston.
Well, I mean, like in the moment, like a hero point.
Sure.
Could use it. I think I'm about to power bomb a priest. I could use all the help I can get.
Thought you. Never mind.
Hmm?
Mm-mm.
Boston, you are bounding your way up to the head of that church. He's standing there, bleeding from the chest, bleeding from the neck, but looks unfazed.
I'd like to offer a thorough criticism of his eulogy with my physical prowess.
Mm-hmm.
And I find your homily to be to a low degree of satisfaction. So a reminder, he is defending at difficulty, and I am also going to use an effort on this to attack.
It would be 15 down to 12, down to 9, down to 6 because of effort, down to 3 because of assistance.
Cool. Yeah. If possible, I'd love to. I mean, how's he looking? Is it like?
Fine.
Am I overthinking this already? Okay, cool. I'd like to shoulder check him and go for a kidney punch or something, but I want to keep running to see if I can just get him up on my shoulders and start trying to run out of through the new opened hole.
So if you continue to charge, the two of you will be shoved back into the wall of roots.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
You just slam into him, kidney punch, physically picking him up, shoving him back. And there's a few pinpricks as the vines go through him into your chest, maybe less than half an inch. And you can take a step back and see that he is fully skewered on this vine wall.
Just gonna wipe some feel out the wound and just sort of wipe some of the other gore and guts off his face. And you done?
When the time comes, little lamb, you'll understand. You'll hear it too. I promise you.
Oh, you're messed up.
Yeah, then if you'd like to use your movement, you can head towards.
Come on, don't know what that deer was doing, but a good idea getting the hell out of here.
Is anybody planning on sticking around, or are you all just turning and running? Got it. Stepping out into the sunlight, into the fresh air, can breathe again for a moment. That smell of rancid flesh is no longer washing over. And you can hear screaming from inside, wails of pain, anguish. Unsure if anyone's following you, but I don't know if you want to stop and find out. Where are we headed?
Where are we headed?
I didn't think we get this far.
Should we head up to that old tree and see if we can't set that thing alight?
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
I got a hatchet with its name on it.
Are you sure it's not going to kill you if you do that?
It's a treat.
It's that. You saw the people with rude wings?
Whatever that thing was, didn't happen when we were near to it before. There's some rotten thing at the core of this town. It's that damn rotten tree.
I was muted. You didn't hear my my good pun there. It's
No.
not to be funny, but it's the root of this problem.
Yeah.
I don't know preachers. I don't know faith. I don't know none of this magic mumbo jumbo. I know trees. And I know how to kill them, most importantly.
Isn't soap flammable?
Good question.
Ooh,
Mm.
it might be.
It's potentially flammable as it produces heat when dissolved in water.
Which
Is
is
it like the 1920s?
which is weird for soap.
Everything was flammable
I mean,
before there was fire.
Claude
laws.
has a journal. If
Triangle
someone
shirt
has
factory.
matches.
I mean, quite literally, you said this is rendered animal fats.
Mm-hmm.
Still smelling of meat.
Yeah. So
It sounds like you gave me a
Flammable.
big congealed bit of animal fat. We're about to have ourselves a tree BBQ.
Elsie has
slow
big
roast.
brain.
We're turning and sprinting off for the tree. You still have that small little climb through the woods up to the overlook where that tree sits. It feels more compact than it did before, as if that path is getting narrower and narrower at points where you have to physically squeeze through trees just to get past. Need all of you to make a speed roll, please. If you have any skills in athletics, acrobatics, traversing, anything like that.
Climbing, balancing.
Climbing, yeah.
Speed
walking.
defense.
Yeah.
Navigation? Does that count? No.
I think that's more knowing where to go and less of actually getting
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I cannot
so
roll.
slow.
Well, Mabel is absolutely nailing it. Massey, same thing. The two of you are able to slip through, probably because you aren't quite as bulky as, say, Boston. The others seem to be struggling, however. They're getting tangled up in trees that are continuously just bearing down on this path. What the two of you like to do?
I want to use. Can I? Okay, it's a little silly goofy.
Love it.
All right. Are either one of you wearing like a belt, a necklace, like something secured to your body that would not break?
Who are you
Yeah.
asking?
Either of you, any of the three of you.
I think a belt would be a pretty common thing to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's
probably.
closest to me in short range? All of you, I guess. I don't know. I'll pick one. I'll roll a d3. I mean
Go for
d6, whatever. But can people like choose to fail might rolls on purpose?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. No shit. Okay, so 3 would be Boston. That's a 5, so that's not Boston. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Claude. Okay. I want to use draw item on Claude to use, but I need you to fail the might roll automatically so that I'm just tugging Claude by the belt. Don't pull them through.
Okay.
To help free them without getting near the branches again or
But
anything.
I'll give you a might roll. Target number 12. He's down to target number 9 because your belt is currently being pulled.
Okay, I'm supposed to fail it.
No, you
this
failed
one you
mine.
want to succeed.
Okay. Oh, I'm so
We're just saying you
confused.
automatically failed the one that Massey did.
So if I'm using draw item
Oh, okay.
to me and the person is holding it, it's a might contested roll.
Oh, okay.
And if you win and I lose, I don't get the item. But if I win, you lose, then I can pull you.
Oh,
or pull the item.
But
So
this
you might roll.
this one is to physically pull yourself out of the trees.
Okay.
16. Absolutely. Belt first. Escape from the trees. Mabel, anything you'd like to do?
I think she sees Massey do something really cool to help somebody get through.
Mm-hmm.
And is just gonna like look around her bag and think on everything she has and can do. Hey, Massey, are you using that again? I could do that. I could do something like that. I could do something like that. You know?
What's the question, Mabel?
Forget about it. Don't worry.
No. Am I going to do that again? If it'll help my friends, yeah. But what do you mean you can do something like that? Can you?
If you don't want to do it again, I could do that for you.
For me, okay.
Like instead of you, if you want to.
To help my friends, yes.
Yeah.
If you can do it, then do it.
As Boston and Sylvia are slowly getting crushed by trees.
I'm also gonna do that.
Same thing, draw item.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, in fact, if both of you want to target one person, then Sylvia and Boston, you could both roll.
How? Harpow! Isn't draw item a sage thing? Harpow!
Oh shit! No way, she can't do that. I thought that was like a generic action.
Oh.
No.
Oh shit! Okay. no,
Look at
never
you.
mind.
Make sure it's on your sheet.
Yeah, my bad.
That's why I was like,
My bad.
what do you mean do it too? Yes. I was so confused.
I was gonna let you do it.
Let Harp do it anyways.
Harp, do it.
Harp, do it. DM said you couldn't take
I
backsies.
don't think I can.
No take backsies. Just make it.
I know exactly. I think I know what Hoop's trying to do here, and you should totally do it.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't have
yeah,
any
sure.
nefarious plans. What you talking about?
What?
Okay. No, I'm leaning into this. Hoop, do what you will.
Yeah.
Do an intellect roll.
Mabel wants to help so badly, and she can't.
Just following what Massey is doing, the motions, the low incantation. You don't have any ingredients on you for casting spells. Give me an intellect roll. Target number 9.
That's a 5.
That is a 5.
A 5. It's for sure a 5.
There's that moment of finally reaching out and nothing happening.
You know, they're not cooperating with me.
Massey, which one would you like to save next? Because whoever you don't save is about to be crushed by a tree.
Don't give me this option. I hate this. I don't do this. If I don't think about it, I don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it. They can both get crushed by trees.
Fuck. Okay. Fuck. I don't want to make a choice.
You don't have to.
One of them's your best friend.
Sylvie?
And the other Sylvia.
Did you have
But-
to ask?
Yeah. I love Boston too.
Boston will be fine, probably.
I mean, you could try and pull Boston, and Boston could try and pull Sylvie while he's being pulled.
Whoa!
I also have draw item. I can try to pull Boston.
Okay, yeah, you hold on to Boston and I hold on to Boston. I pull Boston and you hold on to Boston and it's a chain pull. You pull yourself towards Boston. It's a chain draw item. Okay, we're doing that. Okay,
Sure.
I'm gonna use it on Boston.
Boston.
Don't say. Hold on,
Sorry.
I gotta roll.
Yes, hi.
Right, I gotta roll, right?
No, because I assume Boston's
Oh, because
automatically
you'd
failing.
automatically fail it. Okay.
So, at this point, Boston, you would be looking at a target number 12, might, down to 9 because of the strength charm, down to 6 because of the spell. I assume you want to freely spend effort to make it a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Don't roll.
trained in anything that could help?
Climbing,
Absolutely.
Balancing. Yeah.
Brings it down to target number 0.
Yay, free!
I rolled a 3. Just to see.
You are
I'm glad
getting
you got down
pulled.
to 0.
Branches are snapping just under the force of you physically pulling yourself out of the tree, and something grabs you and starts to pull you. You reach out, grab Sylvia, and the two of you are just yanked free from this wall of limbs and trunks. And you're all free. Nothing else is reaching for you. No trees, no vines, no zombified people. Stand there at the base, the Great Center. The old center.
You all right?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
Late afternoon.
Thank God. Okay, I swear to God, if it was nighttime and fucking Vincent Von Asshole was over here. Oh,
Actually,
you've bumped the
Vincent de la
joint.
Court,
Vincent
de Lion Court, whatever. They
Vincent.
like make up some last name. It's all bougie and shit. Fucking looking ass. Fucking.
But yeah, all right. You so if you mind maybe dividing up this soap and
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything particularly interesting with it, I wouldn't mind. And gonna draw a hatchet that I got on my person at all
I
times.
thought you were setting it on fire.
Oh, I will. Have a few words and get you some fresh wood first.
Okay.
Do you want me to put this on the tree or?
Give me a second. I'm gonna open up somewhere a little bit fresher for you, and all
Okay.
the gnarled outside here. And I want to approach that hatchet, and I want to start
This is a bad idea.
swinging. Yeah, probably. I'm allowed to have one every once in a
Didn't
while.
we fight a tree in that one shot and we almost died?
No, we fought that. I talked to a tree. Now I am talking to a tree with
The
violence.
tree did almost kill Elsie's character.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
hit. I was like,
Yeah.
yeeted. That was hot.
Not mine, because
No, the
they
tree,
got a thing with trees.
tree makes no move to defend itself. No flailing branches. No skewering vines. Chop after chop. You're chipping
Just
away.
like a good enough amount of wood, I can maybe, log together what I think would be a good point to set a fire in this thing, seeing as it's, alive but old and rotten and probably dry on the inside. I feel on the inside of there. Is it like
It feels soft. Kind of like
This is a
tissue.
flesh tree. Ah, it's a flesh tree.
right? Stick it in there and get ready to stand back.
Setting the rendered animal fat use.
With some of the wood cut up and off, and obviously all the other dead bits on this hopefully catch.
Is it gonna kill you too because you gave it your blood? Are you connected?
Oh, gosh, I hope not. But like,
Hoop! Turk just came back. You can't kill his character like that. That's mean.
Yeah. Would you like to start that fire?
well, we didn't start the fire; it was always burning. But yes, I would.
This sparks kick up. Those few little bits you cut off catch and smoke. And it smells like burnt flesh. But it goes up. That flame grows and grows until, after a minute or so, the entire trunk is now alight, dancing up into the branches. No sound. Nothing to stop you. That wall of trees that had closed into that path behind you is gone. Smoke fills the air. What do you like to do?
Do you think we did it? Do we think we stop?
Can we see the
the tree-
town?
You can see the town from here.
Does anything seem to be happening?
No.
We could go back and see if everyone's free from whatever it is that the tree was doing, or we can.
Sylvia, I do truly hope that's the case, but
Yeah.
just on the off chance it's not, maybe we go back up in that barn there and hold out for the night.
That's a good idea, I suppose.
We probably sleep in shifts and all stay cooped up, just in case.
Agreed.
If you'd all like to, you're welcome to return back to town. Unless, and if you don't want to return back to town, there we go. Thank you for the raid. We love you. Is everyone heading back into town?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cautiously.
Mabel doesn't really want
Yeah.
to be in
Like we're just
town.
kind of sneaking up on the town, just like getting an eye on how things are going.
I don't want
Yeah.
to be near these trees.
The tree itself that you had set on fire does start to crack and crumble away. Even on the way back, you'd hear that groaning sound of a tree starting to give under its own weight before crashing into the ground. Embers being shot up in the air. But nothing follows you, attacks you. Step into town and hear nothing. No screaming, no conversation, nothing.
Fucking knew it.
Did we see anybody?
Do the buildings look the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What to do?
Maybe we should rest outside of town. Camp out somewhere.
Mhm.
I mean, in the open?
We could head a bit more. Well, I suppose we weren't really down any path to begin with, but just head out of town and make camp. It just seems like, I don't know, this place is a little bit eerie to spend the night in, no?
Scared now?
Hmm?
You're scared all now?
Yeah, it was eerie to begin with.
It's eerier when it's empty.
And also, they all just died. So maybe we don't go where they just died. Yeah, maybe.
Yet to see any trace of feet, less a body.
Yeah, I think I'm with Miss Sylvia here. I think camping out in the woods is a good idea.
In the
Y-
I know what I said. God damn it.
okay,
Look, if you think we'll be safe in the barn, we can go back to the barn. We can take shifts like you said. It just seems like
I just think closed
putting us
walls
on.
is a little better than out in the open. At
Okay.
least in shifts,
We'll sleep
we
in
can
the
know if
barn.
something's coming.
Just for now. See
Just
if we
for
get
now.
any.
Alright.
Okay.
Would pass by the church. Any interest in taking deacon sign?
Oh, throw
Yes.
an eye in. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You'd stare in, see nothing.
Does it look like there was a fight?
Absolutely. The pews
There's
are
a hole in the ground.
there's a hole
where
in
the
the
tree
wall.
was?
The pews are knocked over, shattered. The lectern is still shattered on the ground.
The tree branches.
The vines are gone.
This don't feel right.
None of this feels right.
Haven't felt right since we left Dismal, but maybe folk ran off.
Right.
Pass by the general store and smell rotting food, rotting meat. Even a quick glance inside would say that anything that was on those shelves has deteriorated.
I, I, I don't know if this town ever.
Yeah.
No, it did. It did.
Not for a while.
Mabel, we were talking yesterday about the darkness. That's what all this is. That's what happened here.
Someone must have made a pact to keep it alive, and that's what that preacher was doing.
So, what the darkness does is it makes, sorry, towns disappear.
No.
It can, like this, but that's not where it stops.
Yeah.
It is.
It can.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
It is the essence of the way it does it, is what the darkness is. Not necessarily the act itself, the intention.
That doesn't make any sense. Sorry.
Don't worry. I don't get much of this either. I just typically nod when these folk say to nod and hit what they want me to hit. Get me alive thus far.
It is desperate people doing desperate things in desperate ways. And it's never without consequences.
Okay.
These just happen to be
Um,
more grave.
If something like this were to happen, like let's use this town as an example. Is it gone forever? Or what's the
This town died a long time ago, and not because of the darkness. Someone used the darkness to try to save it.
sure?
Hmm.
Well,
Sure.
there are barns there in front of you. Stays untouched as everything else has. Climb into the loft.
Yes.
The town remains quiet. Not a soul to be seen. The only sounds coming from the local wildlife. You're able to rest, patch up any wounds you have, sit back in quiet reflection, just trying to process what just happened, whatever it is you need to deal with. Anything that any of you would like to do before you bed down for the night.
Yeah, Claude wants to go back out to the tree that they just burned down.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
And
take off on your own?
Yeah.
I don't think any one of us should be wandering off
Well,
after.
well, there's nothing out there anymore.
We don't know that. We don't know what happened in the little journey where we saw something that wasn't Massey and something that was draining blood. We don't know that that tree was exactly causing every abnormality around here.
You forget that I'm no stranger to the shadows. And I know that they're not my friends. And I know that they're not always nice, but they do protect me. I've been on my own for a while.
Understanding that, maybe just give it one night.
Yeah.
And help all the rest of us rest a lot better.
I mean, I won't be gone all night. Just gonna go up there, grab something, and come back.
What are you
Uh,
grabbing?
Not even 30 minutes tops.
Yeah, what are you grabbing?
It's materials.
I had a good friend of mine who dealt in business mumbo jumbo talk, and well, they're not around no more. So, all due respect, some specifics would be appreciated.
If I tell you, y'all have to let me do it.
No, no
I
deal.
don't think that's a fair.
I think it's the best argument, actually.
Well, I know I didn't tell you, but I told the other 3 ladies that were here about how I have a job to do I have to build something to make the music right. And even though the tree was some bad jumbo or whatever, I need it. I need some part of that tree for it. And I know that sounds bad, but that's what I need. Just a part of it, not all of it.
If you need parts of a tree, Boston here is excellent with logging.
Do you need
A dark,
something touched by the darkness?
yes. Those things haven't shown themselves to me for a while now, and they led me here, they led me to that tree they wanted. Now, if I go get the tree and y'all don't want me in your group no more, I'm happy to be on my way.
We're not going to exile you from the group. You're fine to travel with us. I'm just concerned about your safety to and from this place.
If y'all want to accompany me, you can, but I'm just gonna get the ashes.
Does it have to be this tree specifically, or can we find something else later?
This is an opportune time to get it, It could be gone by morning. Sunlight and all that. And Claude's just gonna start walking out the door. Y'all follow me if you want,
Well, we can take a quick stroll, right, guys?
or y'all can stay here. But I'm going.
No sense in you walking out alone, hurting yourself on some
There ain't nothing out here.
Some
At
charcoal piece of tree you burn your hand on. How you don't know what an ember looks like from your rear end. I'm sorry, that was very rude of me.
That
but
was
I've
very
had a
rude
very
of you.
stressful
Oh
day
my
today.
God.
I had to impale a man, and I don't think that's out of my eyes yet. But that being what it is,
I mean, I stabbed him in the neck. What you gonna do?
well,
Get killed?
we could talk about it and maybe like take a minute on the way up to discuss how that made us feel. But how we can move past it as people. In the meantime, though, what I meant to say is I'm coming with you.
All right.
Thank you, Boston. I'm coming as well.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, of
I'll
course.
hang out here. I'll hang out here.
Vincent might be up there.
The,
It's not.
I apologize for being flustered by one compliment, but you don't have to hang it over my head 24/7.
Don't
Not
mean
gonna
to.
lie, I forgot about that
Mhm.
man.
Don't mean to what?
I'm gonna keep walking lest I.
Hmm.
I'm not getting in the middle of this, I swear.
I'll stick around here with Massey.
Okay. 3 of you are free to make your way back up to the tree, or where the tree was. Find that it has broken in half. A lot of the center trunk of the tree is now ash or charcoal. Claude,
Yeah.
the closer you get to the tree, the louder the voices get.
Mm.
You're
This
doing
what
the
you
right
want?
thing. This is what it wants. This is what the voices need.
Claude is gonna put on some gloves and start scooping some of the embers into a thermos that he has.
Good. This is right. We want the tree. Take part of the tree. And you could break off just a little bit. The moment that your hand is holding that cursed piece of wood, collecting those cursed ashes, stop.
Claude just nods and pops the piece into the thermos and shuts it. Be like, all right. That was it. That's what they wanted. Can actually sleep now.
For the 2 of you left behind, you are once again greeted by the eternal silence now follows us. Anything you'd like to do? John?
I
Hey.
do want to have a conversation. Yeah. Okay. What's up?
I'm really sorry about earlier. I'm like really sorry about earlier. I thought that wasn't so hard to do what you did. That's on me. That was disrespectful. You're all very talented.
I don't think an apology is needed. I'm not
Okay.
too concerned about that. Everybody got out okay. I don't know you from Adam. I don't know you at all. We only met what 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes. Yes.
what you can do, I couldn't have said yes or no. So I wanted to let you try. But if it's something you can't do, that's also okay. My friends are safe, you are safe. That's not actually what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh.
Because you're weird, Mabel.
Okay.
You're really strange.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
But like you said, we are all strange. And it's more the questions you've been asking. And
Like.
well, to take a step back, you started by being very frantic with us with the gun and the cops and
Mm-hmm.
very skittish about what was that town you said was yours and now it's gone?
Hawthorne Hollow.
Hawthorne Hollow, right. A whole town disappeared while you were gone. And then you start asking questions about if we know what the darkness is, what it does. Is this the darkness? Can it disappear towns? So my question to you, Mabel, is very I'm just gonna be blunt with it. What did you get yourself into?
I don't want this to seem like I'm dodging the question because I'm not. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Um, I I don't even know what getting yourself into something would entail. I like really, you guys know so much more about this than I do. I'm just here.
Did anything happen to you? You don't have to know all the specifics. We rarely do. People who get into these kind of messes, it's never cut and dry. It always comes with consequences later that you may or may not have realized. But they have to operate on some kind of standard, rules, agreements. Did you stumble across something? Did you sign something? Did you talk to someone that seemed a little off? Any of it. And it's not because I want to get you in trouble. I've gotten myself in enough trouble. We've all been in trouble. I want to know because whatever's coming after you or came after you, whatever disappeared that town that you're concerned about, if you're going to hang around with us, it could cause trouble for us too.
Okay, yeah, I understand. I understand all that. That's fine. Um, I don't think anything's after me. Um, like I said, I was gone from the town, the whole time, and the other stuff was more after other people using me, using my image. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Strangely enough, it does.
Okay. So I can see how that wouldn't make you feel better because you are not me or other people. Um, ooh, yeah, that's rough. I didn't mean.
There are things out there called shifters, I'm sure. It doesn't mean it
What?
can't take the other form of other people. If that's what you're referring to, someone wearing your face, it's not you. Doesn't mean it
Oh,
can't
is
wear
that a
other
thing?
faces.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff you can read about.
Yeah,
Up to you to
that's. I
decide whether
mean,
it's true or not.
if it's true, there were several. Um, I will think on that and let you know later.
Got it. And just out of curiosity as well, what makes you think that it was specifically the darkness that did this?
Mhm. Well, there were a couple times where I just got a little, I don't want to say surrounded, more like uh enveloped, like a trapped situation. Um by a lot of, darkness is probably the word I would use to describe it. Always. Um, yeah.
All right. Makes complete sense to me. And
Oh, really?
I mean, as much as it makes sense to you, I know what you know.
Okay, that's not at all.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, Mabel. You didn't make sense to me until you just told me all of this. I had no idea what was wrong with you. I really thought you were a little bit crazy. But now that I know that you had a reason to be scared, that was like more legitimate than, I don't know, cops in a story that maybe your whole town got disappeared. At least I know
For,
there's some kind of basis for it.
even without that, the town did for sure disappear. Cops are for sure after me because there were a lot of versions of me that did bad things. So that all of that is still like very applicable to me.
Yeah. but now I know more of the story.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, Let me know if you need anything.
Yep, I will, Mabel. Sure will. Just
Cool.
don't point the gun at us anymore. But you're doing great at, so
I'm a good shot.
I learned that today. Also, don't do that again.
I'll do it if I have to.
Okay. If you shoot me, if I die, I will come back and haunt you.
That's probably true.
It's very
Noted.
true. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been
That's
haunted,
fine.
Mabel?
I think maybe actually. I think that's a definite maybe on my end.
Okay, well imagine that, but 10 times worse when it's me.
You hear the barn
Okay.
door
Okay.
open, the voices of
Oh,
your
God.
friends as they all
Oh,
enter.
Jesus. Okay.
Mabel pees her pants a little bit.
Yeah, she's terrified.
Rest
Y'all
of
Okay.
you.
okay back here?
Yeah,
Yep.
we're great.
Normal.
Oh God, we have to have a talk about normal conversation, Mabel. That's not what you say.
I used to be really good at talking to people. I don't know what happened.
I didn't know you then, so I don't know if you're lying or not. But I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Anything else before we quite literally hitting the hay? Well, those of you that know me know that there's one trope that I love more than anything.
Don't.
That is nightmare.
God damn it.
Why don't we just go down the line? Because I did say nightmares plural. Boston. For someone that I feel normally sleeps very soundly. Like once you're out, you were probably out.
Been mistaken for a rock a few times.
Tonight there was a little bit of tossing and
Avalanche.
you are sprinting through the trees. Not even just running, but moving so fast that it doesn't seem human. You're so incredibly agile, leaping over rocks, ducking under trees, blasting through brush. You have caught the scent. You're going to follow it. It leads you to an isolated cabin out in the middle of nowhere. You see those protective charms set up on the door and the windows, the walls.
To the sweat. Anyway.
But you don't care. Throw your weight into that door, and it nearly gives on the first blow. Hit it again, again, and it burns every time. It scorches your flesh. Your hands are nearly melted off, but reform themselves so you can claw again. And the moment that door is down, step your way inside. Every step like walking on red hot coal. But you see her, lying in the bed, staring at you, eyes wide in terror. Massey. You know what you have to do. You pounce across the room, land on top of the bed, and claws just rake down again, again. Till there's nothing left but a blank.
I don't like that very much.
The moment the dream is over, and feel yourself wake enough that you can see some of the others don't seem to be having that great of a night either. Or you could just roll over and go.
Yeah, no, I'm totally unconcerned with my friends. Start trying to shake folks awake.
Sylvia,
Yes.
unlike Boston, dream is not grotesque. It's not dangerous. It's not terrifying. You were sitting there in a field under the stars, that massive sentinel tree behind you. You're not alone. It was beautiful.
At this point, do I recall the previous stream, or have I still forgotten that?
No. As far as you know, this
No.
is your first.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's lovely out here. You're the traveler from earlier.
Yes. A cute memory. A cute lot of things.
Uh, mm, um, we we destroyed that tree.
Good.
It shouldn't be there anymore.
It's not. Not in but our.
Guess I suppose I just rather not remember it is all. It was causing a lot of trouble back in town.
You did see to that.
Boston did, mostly. It just kind of helped.
Was it worth it?
Burning the tree? I mean, there was a darkness plaguing that town, and we rid it. So,
Was there?
yeah,
Who were they harming?
wasn't there? They weren't themselves. They were under some sort of control, some possession. That wasn't them.
Did not seem happy?
That wasn't happiness. There were moments, fragments of a moment in that church when we saw their true faces, when we saw the true emotions. They were in pain, they were in anguish.
I don't have the answers for you. Curious.
Then I don't know why you're asking.
Because someone should.
Are you
Someone should ask the question. No one else will.
Well, I'm sorry. Do you disapprove of our solution? Would you have done better?
Not my place to say. But I
Seemed
can
to be
tell
your
you.
place to ask.
I can tell you
Yeah,
that forced happiness is still happiness.
I don't think that's how that works.
I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree.
I suppose so, Mr. Vincent. Happiness is a genuine emotion. It comes from within. You can't just force someone to be happy.
He'll reach over, grab a very fine crystal glass. Drink?
I think I'm okay.
For now, I suppose. But let's not spoil the evening. And just flop back in the grass and stare up at the.
Not knowing what else to do at this moment, I will simply lie down and stare at the stars as well.
Or lying next to an individual that is not radiating any body heat. There is this odd feeling between them. Hard to play.
She's trying not to think about it and just focus on the stars.
I think we might as well continue down the line then. Massey,
Yes, Hoop.
hi.
Hey.
What would you say that Massey's last thought before slipping off to sleep was?
Um. Oh God, there's a lot going on today. Probably something along the lines of I really don't know. There's a lot going on in our head right now. It's like a mix of like I hope the darkness doesn't catch up with us, and also like was this the darkness or the green situation? Because it was nature related, so she can't help but wonder which was which. And then that elk was weird.
Your night is flashes of
Mm.
places that make sense: forest, town, mountain, rivers, places that your brain can comprehend. They may not know what these places are, but
Mm.
there's flashes of things that don't. Trees that just feel wrong. Rivers that flow the wrong direction. Not what color water is supposed to be. The sky doesn't even. Everything just feels off. It's almost itchy to continue to get these flashes again. I would ask you if you feel that this would be odd enough that Boston would tossing and turning.
I no. Mm-mm. It's itchy. It's not scary.
Then, tucked safely in your bed, you. Mabel, I gotta come back to you. Claude,
I don't trust this.
that night that you wandered off into the. You heard that beautiful music. Very first time that you heard the voices, it is coming back to you crystal clear, as if you were there now. Would you dance? Would you join the revelry? The music guide you.
Well, yeah. It's just natural when I hear it.
Austin,
Mm-hmm.
you can see Sylvia tossing and turning a little. You're absolutely welcome to just, slap a foot or leg or whatever. Wake her up.
Shoulder jostle.
Sylvia, you were torn from that moment. Torn from.
Oh, uh.
Hey.
Hi. Hey.
Sorry, I was getting some weird vision, and you looked like you wasn't having the best night either. Not sure exactly.
Oh, just a strange dream. That's all.
All right, I'm gonna check on the others.
Yeah, of course.
Take care of yourself, all right?
Of course, yeah.
You hear footsteps climbing down the ladder and headed for the front door of the barn.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. I'm gonna go clatter down there. I assume I have to maybe tackle Claude.
Claude is absolutely about to open that barn door and just wander off into the darkness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just kind of like full from the back, just hug and haul up into the air and just talk.
And immediately snapped out of it.
Oh, what? What the hell?
You taking a midnight stroll on me? You a sleepwalker, friend?
I hardly sleep.
Well, you sure do go for walks, so that's half the picture.
Well, you can let go of me now.
All right.
Thank you.
Put you down and
Ugh.
need to put a rope on you or something. Make sure you don't. You're about to go down the stairs and out the door, and well, next steps be between you and the Almighty.
It was more like I was gonna go dancing, but if you want to put a rock on me next time, feel free.
That just hopefully some rope would do. Tie you up a little bit, just the ankles together and arms and
Don't
rock.
threaten me with
Really?
a good time. Claude's just gonna go back to the attic.
All right.
Ah,
Uh, you're all, of course, welcome to try to go back to sleep, whether or not you actually sleep. But it's enough that you can all restore all the points. And come the morning light, Massey would find tucked away in your bag, your satchel, your pack, whatever it is you use, things, the broken piece of an antler wrapped in the the non-destroyed leathery page. Yes.
What happened with Mabel over the night? You said you'd wrap back around.
Mhm.
I'm very confused.
You saw what happened to your home. You saw what happened, well, in a lot of those things that you're supposed to have. From your own eyes, you see your hands, your own hair hanging over your face. As you look out at your town and you just wish that it was gone. There is so much hate that you just want to see it gone. Bit by bit, it starts to crumble and fall away. Cracks in the earth opening wide enough that buildings can full topple in, close itself back up. Pleased as you could be, I wanted to circle back to you because come the morning light, I assume that you would all like to set out.
yeah.
Yeah, we're piecing it. We're not staying here.
Embracing our girl rot, staying in bed.
On the way out, take one last look back at the town, now completely deserted, and leave. It's maybe an hour, maybe a little more later. We see a figure step back into the town. Awful lot like Mabel. And buildings one by one crumble. And that's where we're gonna
Hey
put
yo,
a pin in tonight's game.
hey yo, bitch. Hey yo, bitch. How's it feel? Miss Two Cities over here. Fucking don't ever talk to me again.
Did I do that?
Thank you
Not two
all
city blocks.
so much for being here. Thank you to my amazing cast helping to tell this incredible story. Live from the apocalypse. There was another one. Hellion Creative. Thank both of you so much for the raids and sharing your community with us. We love you so very much, and we hope you'll come back for the next episode of the Old Gods of Appalachia. But for now, I'm going to go around, let everyone tell you who they are, where you can find them, and then we will get out of your hair and let everyone go to bed. We'll go left to right, top to bottom, as we do, which means that we're starting with _ Turk accented _
Underscore Turkey. Oh, geez. Okay.
I
Hey,
combined your
everybody,
name with
I'm-
Taylor's.
Okay. Hey everybody, I am Turk or Turk accented if you spell with underscores in that particular way. Cool, I guess. And I have been Boston. Did a lot more, being a bit more aggressive than I think I've had to in the past with Boston. It's exciting to see where that goes and why that might be happening, but who knows otherwise. If you want to see more of me and what I do, to keep it really simple, I am either on your screens here on Lost Caravan or on your screens over on Neon Lights Roleplay, though with some occasional guest spots on other channels. So best place to find me is on both those discords or by following the wonderful people on your screen here, because I'm usually popping up where they are. So hope you all have a great night. Do the best you can. Keep rocking on.
Heck yeah. And over to Daddy's Little Vampire, Daniela.
Hi everyone, I'm Daniela. Daniela everywhere on the internet. I won a bet tonight and I'm feeling so smug and so happy and so proud of myself. I'm not gonna say what it is. It was great. I won it. That's all that matters. Gonna keep it simple as well. You can find me here every other Monday for Lancer Hellsgate, along with LC, our long-running Lancer campaign, and then back here every other Tuesday for more Old Gods of Appalachia, where I will continue to assist the charms of a handsome vampire. I think that's everything I have going on at the moment. So yeah, that's me.
That brings us then over to LC.
Okay. Hi, I'm Elsie. I'm optimistic on all social media. I use she, they pronoun. And where can you find me? It's a little short because I'm going on vacation, finally, for the first time in 4 years. So I'm super excited. Besides Hell's Gate with Danny, which is super fun, super great. We're all doing super great over there. I enjoy seeing Danny get ruined the same way that I get ruined on that show. If you love watching people die of embarrassment, and it's there. We're gonna fight, quote unquote, not Donald Trump, and kill him next episode.
No, not Elon Musk.
Oh wait, is it Donald Trump or Elon Musk?
Elon Musk.
No, Elon Musk.
Why
I
not
thought it was
both?
Donald Trump. Yeah, why not both? They're both awful.
Why not?
Anyways,
both?
we're gonna kill them, and it's gonna be very fun, and there's gonna be a little bit of a surprise, and I'm really excited for it. And then I can't tell anybody what it is, so Danny, just sit on that for the next 4 days. And then I won't be here for the next episode of Old Gods unless I somehow miraculously log on from Taylor's computer. On the 8th. And then after that, again, Hell's Gate and our Masks game, which will be back on the 15th, which is fun if you enjoy Harp and I not being on good... I don't know. We're on better terms right now. Not Harp and I, our characters. They're on okay terms right now. Because we're trapped in hell. Worse hell. No powers hell. Yeah.
It's a very good
I
start.
got to kiss two people last episode, which is more than any of Hoops games.
I'd give you the opportunity.
I'm going for 5 next.
I can lead you to water.
I don't want to. And then there's a couple of other fun things next month, actually, that you can find me on this channel for. It is a surprise, and I hope everyone is excited for it. There too. And then I start my Star Wars game on the 19th. So if you like Star Wars, I'm playing just a silly little guy gonna cause a whole bunch of trouble at the Jedi table, all over on Tales from the Table. I'm very excited. I was bamboozled into that game. And that's like halfway through my October. My October is not very busy.
Surprising.
I know.
Well, that brings us over to Miss Two City Towns.
Just 2 cities. Miss 2 cities.
Just
Two
straight up
cities.
I hope you do 3, and then you can never give me shit again.
Hi, I'm Harper. I don't know. Elsie already talked about They Call Us Villains. I do that. I do this, and then I do Beacons of Firelight on High Shelf Collective. It's Fall of Arethea right now, where I play a different character named Maisie. Although actually, right now she's Sarah because she used an Echo Crystal. It's a whole thing. Oh, my camera started fucking up. Anyways, that's my cue to leave. No, that's really all I do though. Go to my YouTube channel and you can give me a fraction of a cent if you watch a full 10-minute video.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's really, it's optional reading.
And the individual who I think in most recent times has sent me the most requests to cause problems for all of you. Over to Miri.
Me. I'm the problem this time. I'm Miri. I played Claude. Honestly, Old Gods? Old Gods.
New name.
Old Gods is the only thing I have going for me right now. For now. I don't know what else in the future, but it's that and work.
Heck yeah.
And that'll be it.
Just as me, of course, I have been Andrew, our storyteller for tonight's game, and for most games around here. If you like what we do streams all the time, all week, every week. We have like 15 other campaigns going. If you like Fallout, you like Cyberpunk Red, just come hang out with us all the time. Or you can come hang out in our Discord and maybe play. But that's it. That is all I've got. We'll raid over to our friends at Perception Studio, who is definitely playing a game or talking about TTRPGs in some way, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna go show them some love. But that is all I got. As always, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.